Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are well. Uh, there we go. That actually looks pretty good. Hope everybody's doing well today. Brian, I just slept for like 3 hours. So, yes, we do sleep. Sleep is a concept developed by Kevin and branded by Kevin. Over. Hey, 3G. Hey, S. Hey, Brian. Hope you guys are well. Patty. Hello. When is it going to be Friday? Over. And dare I ask, what the heck have you been doing up so late? Brian, you're up quite late considering. Ugh. J Rock, hello. Hope you are well. You guys are funny. And Brian, if you're asking if no one sleeps, I literally slept for the last like 3 or 4 hours because I was so tired after streaming last night, and I didn't really sleep in. And I knew you crazy people. Yes, you're up late? I know, Brian. You did ask. There we go. See a little bit of glare, but oh well. I don't quite know how to get rid of that because all my tanks are in my room. And no, I am not putting a partition up in my room. Although I might get two. Well, I might get two. We'll see. Oh, so this coming weekend, Friday, which when is Friday coming? Feels like it's taking forever for Friday to come. Ugh. Friday, I am going to go see. Let's see, my dad's best friend, who he has known since like middle or elementary school. They are My dad's best friend, who he's known since elementary school, his son lives and went to school in Davis, and now is going to, or is working in Davis and has a place. So Friday, Fender and I'm reading chat, Brian. Fender and I are going over there Friday. And Saturday is the Sacramento Aquarium Society auction. Mega auction. Yeah. No, not mega auction. I thought they called it a mega auction, but I could be wrong. I think it might be the mega auction. I'm going to that on Friday. Well, technically, I'm going to Davis on Friday. I'm leaving, or we're actually going to it on Saturday. Which I am very, very excited about. Where is it? If I got coffee right now, Brian, I would be up all night. And I did get some sleep, but I still would like to sleep tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. Not mega auction. Mega swap. My bad. Miss Bateson. Ooh, and I'm also excited because in 2 weeks, I get to go see Miss Bateson, and I also get to go see Tyler, which I am really excited about. Going to Portland, so that should be fun. Why are you also excited, Brian? For me? I'm confused. I really don't like all that glare. Because that other kid does not have it. Also hate all these big snails in here. I don't know if they can do anything to get rid of that glare. Oh well. Steven, hello. Yeah, so am I. Cannot wait. And to meet you guys. Everybody in Portland. Hey, Roundhouse. Hello, Scott. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else? Steven. Oh, Ian. Steven Scott, Ian Roundhouse. Hello. And let me go in here. Ian. Hey, J Rock. And Miss Bateson, yes, I agree. I have that same thought all the time. That, and I'm going to both Aquashella and Portland. And I also need to figure out what I need to do to bring stuff with me. See, and that's part of it too, is with everything going on right now, it makes it hard because I don't really like touching all that cash. I prefer card. Oh God, Ian, I'm coming all that way. I don't know if I'm only spending that much. At the Keystone Clash, they took cash, credit, or PayPal. Oh, that's cool. Ooh. Brian, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty well.
Excelente. Um, I just wanted to let you know that the card, I would probably go card or cash because I was really surprised that Aquashella was card or cash. I mean, I use my card everywhere. No one really, because everyone's got the phone sliders now. So if you go to Portland, I just think of it this way. Somebody who has a booth is not going to want to lose a sale if you don't have cash. So I'm probably 100% certain that they'd have it. If not, most likely guaranteed there will be an ATM outside in the lobby. So I'm sure you'd be straight. But how you said, oh, I don't like touching cash. Well, just think every time you hand that card away, they're touching it, then you get it back. Then they're touching it, then you get it back. They're, so at the end of the day, it's pretty fingered up.
True. I will give you that.
Because they do say that the dirtiest thing in the world is money.
Yes. Although I will also, that's exactly my point. Although I will also say, though, Brian, that if you.
I love how you debate with me. I will also say, though, you're a great debater.
What?
I said you're a good debater.
So.
Like we're in college debating something.
I will also say, though, that if you slide the card yourself, they don't have to touch it.
Well, that's correct, but how often does that happen? Usually they stick their hand out, they slide it through their little phone, the little white box on their phone, then they hand it back to you. And you're not going to go, look, lady, I'm kind of germaphobe. Can I slide it? You're just going to hand the card over.
You just don't hand the card over.
Well, you could have a wet wipe when they hand it back, and
true.
I'm just saying.
Well, for me, what's hard, especially with the pandemic, is I can't really use hand sanitizer.
No.
Mm-mm.
Why is it mess up your manicure?
I get headache. Which, by the way, I do need to go. I do need to go get that done, but I need to go get it done again. But my grandma's been asking me. But what was I going to say?
I got you flustered. You can't think
Yeah, I forgot what I was
about the
saying.
money, wiping the card down, or anything like
Oh,
that.
no, I
I
forgot.
think you're going to be straight though. So if you just take, I would just take your card because I'm almost positive there's buttloads of ATMs at Aquashella, but I just took my card and not one person said that they couldn't take uh, my stuff. Now here's the thing: this is just me. If you're going to Portland, there's there's really probably nothing unless you want to buy like LRB shrimp or something from Flip or something special. There's probably not going to be anything that you're going to want to buy at Aquashella, but like a shirt, maybe some little stuff like that. Because when you go to the Portland one, that's where the party's going to start. Aquashell is great to go to. It's an incredible adventure. Uh, it's a beautiful thing. You meet everybody, but it's a lot of saltwater stuff. And unless you're gonna like,
Yeah,
I mean, you could buy T-shirts with like Joe Shrimp Shack, LRB, you know, all stuff like that. But if you're talking fishing stuff, I would probably just wait until you go to the Portland thing and just buy all your memorable items at Aquashella because you can't buy them at Portland, but you could buy a fish at Portland if you bought it at Aquashella. You see what I'm saying? So I would probably do that, and then that way you don't have to worry about transporting them, and then just buy all your live animals there. But that's what I did. I didn't buy anything live. I was going to, but
wait, where should I buy stuff live?
in Oregon, were you to Portland? You going to that out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy anything at Aquashell live. I would just do the
Well,
Portland thing.
but Portland, I'm also flying.
Well, for sure, but you can overnight your stuff to your house.
True, but yeah, that's a good point.
Yes, sir.
That is a good point, especially if I have a decent amount. And I don't know who the heck you two are, so unless you type in chat and I know who the heck you are, I'm not letting you guys up. Sorry. But yeah, that is a good idea. I wanna. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then
Oh
I'm
yeah.
also hoping. I'm hoping I can buy a decent amount because I really want plants. So I'm hoping I can buy a decent amount of stuff. I'm
Oh no,
hoping
if it's LRB, well, I think LRB's gonna be
LRB's going.
Portland. See,
LRB's going. Portland.
yeah, yes. So just wait there because he brings all his plants, man. When I was at Aquashella, he had bins, bins and bins full of just beautiful plants. But I don't keep plants, so I didn't get any. But probably 50% of everything he was selling was plants, all them incredible plants that he grows in his tanks.
Dang.
And if you send LRB
That's
a message, go on Friday when he comes on and send him a little note saying, hey, or go on his website and send it to his wife, Lady LRB, and be like, hey, this is Kevin. Can you have Lucas bring me, and just go through his plants on his thing and be like, hey, can he bring me some of this stuff? And he'll bring it to the show for you.
ask who?
His wife.
Oh, email?
Yeah, because his wife like does all the chats and everything on the email when you're ordering or when you have questions. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, I actually it was funny. Um, I had emailed LRB because and one of the things that he had said, or he had said to me when I after asked him, like 2 months later, I get another email from them, or a month later, I get another email from them, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what took
they're
them so
really
long?
behind. Yeah.
No, so I asked them. I was thinking, what took them so long to respond? Because at first I'm like, okay, they didn't respond. It's been like a month or so. They're not going to. And then I get an email back from them, and I thought it was hilarious because she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I accidentally sent it to Lucas instead of you." I thought I had emailed you back, but I guess it had gone to Lucas. I'm like, oh, got it. Okay, that's why.
Oh yeah, she's very nice. I mean, really really nice
Yeah,
person.
no, they
So
are.
yeah.
I'm ex- I am so excited.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting some stuff
If
from
if
Alex.
you didn't buy a thing and you just went there to walk around, it's an experience. I would say of a lifetime.
Oh,
It's
heck
really
yeah.
that cool. Even the
Mm.
saltwater stuff to go look at it because it's so pretty. You know, it's just it's worth the price of admission, and if you stay, it's really worth it too. And even if it's a one-time deal, I really wanted to go this time. Because for one, I've never been to Texas, so I thought that would be so cool to go to Texas, so I could say, "Hey, I went to Texas," but I just can't afford it, so I won't be going.
Wait, why can't you afford it?
What's that?
You can't afford a hotel room? You can't afford the hotel room, or
Well, any of it, because see, I live in Michigan, so I'd have to fly. So I got paid for a ticket, fly there, yeah, and then stay. It's expensive. And here's the thing, Kev. I'm not saying that, like, I'm just getting back to work, so I haven't really like worked in 2 years. So for me to try to dump $1,000, I'm going. It's not fair when I could spend it on my kids and my wife,
I, I,
and
I understand. I was more asking because I need somebody to room with me.
oh, if I would room with you if I could afford it. Shoot, sharing a room is way better than paying it by itself. But yeah, because see, that's why I was asked. I didn't think it was going to go through, but I was just asked, hey, because Blue Crown was talking about one of their employees wanted to open a booth, and he's like, if he opens it, he doesn't want to do it by himself. Would you be interested? Sure. And then that was the end of the conversation. So I was like, okay, guess no one's going. So, but it's not like it would be an issue of me going. It's just, I mean, you're not my age, but I'm sure you come to times in your life where you go, is it really? Do I gotta have it? Right? Is it really worth
Yeah,
it?
no,
Or
I agree.
like my wife always says, it's a want or a need. You want it or you need it. You know, and
Well, okay,
but what?
yeah, but do you really need anything? I mean,
No,
besides the essentials, there's a lot of things you don't technically need. It
yeah, but
is all relative.
being in the
Heck
hobby, I
yeah.
think you do need. I think you do need. This is just my opinion to see people face to face instead of it just being on the computer because as humans that's where we do our best when you're face to face, when you shake a hand, when you see a smile, when you can
Oh,
see
heck yeah.
somebody's, you know, we're not meant to communicate on computers. We're meant to see each other. So I think that it's a need to go to Aquashella and meet all these incredible people. Now that I did it, I could literally never go again and go, yeah, I was there. I've done it, and it's just, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm like jealous of all these people that go to every one of them, that
I
like
want to. I want to go to the ACA next year. That's the one other one. That and the Keystone Clash. Those are the two that I'd like to go to next.
yeah, I was gonna go to the Keystone Clash. I grew up in Pennsylvania, um, but where
Oh,
I grew up, if I drive from Michigan to where I grew up, it takes me 7.5 to 8 hours. Well,
Dang.
the Keystone Clash is even further. It's all the way on the east side of Pennsylvania. So it probably would have took
Oh.
another 5 hours. So that's why I didn't go. I was like, God, that'd be like a 12-hour drive. Because I thought if it was just at, crossing the border between Ohio and Pennsylvania, I was like, okay, because I want to go to Flip's place. And my son is based right now. He's based in Pittsburgh, right at the Ohio border. He's like an hour and 10 minutes from Flip Aquatics. So I was going to have my wife and son keep going and like let them like drop me off and then come back and get me later or something. But yeah, it's really far. But the thing is, when I get back, when I start working again, I mean, sky's the limit. I get paid pretty good money, so we're
Yeah.
usually a one income family. So, um, vacations are easy, but with it right now, I tried to pay everything for the hobby by selling stuff.
Yeah. Well,
That I have.
and that's what you did for God, Aquashella Chicago, if I
Yeah,
remember correctly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But now, man, listen to this. Um, I have my breeding pair of Severums in my big tank, and I had a piece of slate on top of a Pleco cave hotel that I built, and they seem like they don't like the cave under there because if they lay eggs, they're nervous about what's under it. So I go take that hotel out. I rinse it out, rinse it out, rinse it out, and everything. Look in there, see nothing. Put it on top of the tank. And I come down here today and I'm looking around. I tell my wife, I'm like, God, it smells like something freaking died. And I'm like, is there
Uh,
something in the trash? We look, nothing. So we're looking everywhere. We count the discus. They're in there. All the fish are in there. I'm like, what the heck is that smell? I was like, oh, no. She said, what? And I said, I took that freaking Pleco cave out. I said, I hope there wasn't something stuck in there. And I looked in there with the flashlight and it was all the way in the back. One of my 333s was stuck in there and died. I was like, oh my God. I didn't have my glasses on and it was kind of dark and I looked in there and I didn't see nothing. So I was like, okay, they're all out, and it freaking died there. I was like, oh, I felt so bad.
um, that happened to me with two of Hello Only Oscars. Yeah. I was gonna send Posiwi two of my adult. I think they were the ones that were breeding. Adult plecos. And I had one young one. Unfortunately, I couldn't send, or I need to get some bags, so I'm getting the bags to be able to ship them. But the adult ones passed away because they went into two caves and couldn't get out.
Oh man.
Because most of them are small. I have mostly small plecos in that one because I got super reds, and I just put them in there. In I made those breeder boxes
Yes.
that everybody was teasing me about.
Yes.
Well,
I didn't tease
I
you.
put them in there, but what?
I said I
Somehow they
didn't
got
tease you.
out of there. I know you didn't specifically, but you saw them, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I was just saying you saw them. Everybody was teasing me about it, but you
Yeah,
did
yeah,
see
yeah,
them.
yeah. I know. I was just joking. Yeah, I was joking.
Um,
Yep.
but they somehow they got out, which I was pissed about. But they couldn't get out of some for some reason they couldn't get out of the cave. So those passed away. I still have like one or two more that I am gonna send her. I just need to get the bags. I don't think I can put plecos in breather bags though, right?
Uh, I wouldn't look. I've um I'll say this. I'm sure people are gonna get mad. I'm not a believer in breather bags. Um, uh, I sent out real expensive shrimp, and it got a little needle pinhole in it, and they showed up dead. You know, they're $20 a piece, and you know they all died but two. And I've never had. I use the regular fish bags from the pet store. I go in there, the LFS. You go into your LFS and go, "Hey, you get a box of bags. They come 1,000 a box." And it's like $11, and I double bag everything. Look, when you import fish to a pet store, they don't come in breather bags.
Are you? Yeah, but
Never.
yes, but they also last, especially for shrimp. They last longer.
Yeah, look, I send shrimp in regular bags, and I've had shrimp 2 weeks in the mail, and they show up alive. I send everything in regular bags. No. Nope. I squeeze it all the way down. I squeeze all the oxygen out. I treat it as if it's a breather bag. But understand this: if you have oxygenated water in your tanks, and you take water out of there and you put it in a bag. Now this is for shrimp only, and you squeeze the air out, take it down. How much oxygen do you think a shrimp needs? Now, fish is different. That's why you pack the top of the bag full of oxygen. You know, every time you order fish, they show up with a ton of air in them. That's the oxygen. True. That's for the fish. But you don't need to use breather bags. I'm not saying breather bags don't work. I'm saying I won't use them anymore because I've lost expensive stuff using them, and I've never lost expensive stuff using the bags from the pet store. So it's up to you if you want to use breather bags. I have breather bags. I could get you breather bags. That's on you. I use regular bags because they've never let me down. And I always double bag. You cannot double bag a breather bag. That's the other fear.
So you can't double bag a breather bag?
No, sir.
I don't think you can ship certain fish in breather bags either.
No, nothing with a spiky fin or anything. You don't want to do that because they're a thin bag.
So plecos don't work.
Yeah,
and I don't believe whatchamacallit work either. Labyrinth fish.
Yeah, see, if it was me, if I was shipping plecos, which I do, I breed plecos like rabbits. You get a thick bag, and like my buddy has them at his pet store. I just go up there. I'm like, give me 200 bags. He's got very large bags, you know, all different size. But like I have sea chem bags he gave me that are super thick, and they're about 4 inches wide. And I put them in there, and let's say you have an 8-inch bag tied shut. Well, I have 4 inches. My buddy's LFS.
Oh.
They got all the bags, every bag you can think of. But I'll fill the bag up halfway or a little more or a little less, and then I lay the bag down so that pleco can just scoot around. He has all that room, and I don't have to worry about him being at the bottom of the bag and poking the bag. So he just swims around, you know. But like regular fish, I have the bags up and down, but the plecos I lay down, I put them in a larger bag. You know, you can put 10 of them in a big enough bag with, you know, enough air. I'm at my buddy's store every time he gets orders, and I mean, it's overnighted, but still, I mean, that's why they put more fish in a bag. But they'll send, I don't even know how many plecos in a bag, and it's a big bag, and it's like a saggy bag full of air, and it's just saggy, so it's not super hard, so it won't pop like a balloon, you know, so the plecos can't hurt it. Yes, sir. That's all you got to do.
Wait, so it's a really saggy bag?
Well, you know what I mean. You don't fill it up super hard like a balloon with a ton of air. You just put air in it enough and then leave it kind of limp.
No. I gotcha.
Yes.
I was just a little surprised that you wanted it a little saggy because I would have thought that would help a little bit with the cushioning. And the reason why I kind of like bags is because then it's full of water, so it's not sloshing back and forth in a regular bag.
Yeah, and see, the only thing that I find, um, like let's see, little fish, smaller bag, it's a so you stand those up and you keep them tightly together, but bags that have larger fish in it, if the plecos are small, then don't go so big. But here's the thing: is you're not just going to put 2 plecos per bag. If you do, okay, fine. You could put 30 bags in a box. It just depends on how you want to ship it.
Yeah.
But if they're little, if they're like 1.5 inches, then you could put a couple plecos per bag and put 10, 15 bags in there. It just depends on how much they want to pay. But the more I'm just telling you, it's way better if somebody's selling something. The more you send, if you send it overnight, then it's not like you're paying $35 for 2 fish. If I'm sending you 20 or 30 fish, it's better. But if
Low
you're
money
just sending a
Viper.
couple,
But how much is shipping too? Because like I think I got like 5 or 6 books from New York, and I got like, oh geez, um, I want to say around 10 plecos and they sent it in like three about 3 pounds worth of water, and it was like it was really expensive, and that wasn't even overnighting.
you said it wasn't expensive and what? I'm sorry, you broke up.
It was expensive.
Oh, it
I
was
I got
expensive.
I got I got like 6 or 10 uh 10 breather 6 or 10. I think it was no, I got 10 super red plecos
Yeah.
and like what 6 or 7 books, and it was pretty expensive to get them shipped, and that wasn't even overnight. It was like
Well, it's
60
probably
or
because of the books. They're heavy.
no, no. So it was like 60 or 70 bucks for the plecos, and it was another $50 for the books,
Well, it all comes down to,
and
and
that was
that's a,
like 4 days,
yeah. Oh, well,
and,
see,
and
yeah, that's a
shipping,
lot.
and, and it was like I want to say about 4 pounds worth, not 4 pounds. Yeah, about 4 or 5 pounds worth of water they used too, and I
Yeah,
think it was
you
her local LFS that did it, and I'm like, you guys could have shipped it overnight and
yeah.
used way less water. Like that would have worked so much better.
Well, yeah, because like when I get shipped in from California, when Robbie's if he sends me something overnight, it's up to what is it, 40 pounds, I think, and it's like 75 to $85 somewhere in there. So 4 pounds should be way less. I think like through uh aquatic arts. I just ordered stuff through them, and I think it was to overnight US or UPS was $37.
How much?
37 to overnight from I think they're in Indiana, but you're in California, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I mean it's more like if like let's say I don't know where in California, but where you are, and
I'm
if
in
you
the Bay,
told
I'm in the Bay Area.
is that by do you know who Dan Slee is?
Yes, I am right next to him.
Okay, well, for when I shipped to Dan a lot. It cost me $15 just to ship 2-day UPS. So Yeah, you're not too far out there, so it'd probably be about to get overnight with UPS next day. Um, yeah, it'd probably be about $37 like I paid, so $45 somewhere in there.
which is fine, but it wasn't even overnight. It was like 4 or 5 day
For
ship.
sure. Yeah, you got. I don't know how they got you like that, but I look at it this way. You know, if you're dealing with a company that has 100% live guarantee and they'll pay the shipping if the animals are dead, if they show up dead or have showed up dead, now you feel like crap. Now you have to wait for more. You have to talk to them about it. But if you would have just overnighted it, they would have got there, even if it cost more. And, you know, you're super happy. So overnighting, I'm starting to learn is,
Yeah,
it's a good thing to do.
yeah, and you've got a point. I mean, I do find that it is a little bit pricey. It is kind of pricey for overnighting, but you do have a point, and it is the
Well, I mean,
security
think
of
about it.
getting there.
Think about it. If I mean, seriously, think about it. If I asked you, say, Kev, oh my God, man, I really want some of your guppies. Will you get in your car with your mom and drive all the way to Michigan and drop a box off on my front porch? I'll pay $85.
No,
There you go. So you got to figure UPS is taking, let's say, however many and flying them out of California to, you know, Detroit here, not downtown Detroit, but our airport. And then they come to UPS and get all split up everywhere, wherever they fly into. But it's mass amounts of mail is what makes them money. One little package doesn't do much.
well, but that's what I'm saying. It's so
Right.
much that it is different.
No, I'm agreeing. But I think what I'm trying to say is if they didn't charge that much, that they probably wouldn't be able to offer the service.
True.
Because that's what I was trying to say jokingly, but it would take you how long to drive here from California, and for
I
$85,
gotcha.
I don't even know if that would get you out of California.
Yeah, and gas alone.
For sure, right? You guys are what, about 450 or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, because we're
it's about
309 over here cash.
it's about 450. Yeah, it's pretty. It's getting expensive. Luckily, and even like, so for us, it's nice because we've got um, a Tesla. But I mean, even with the Tesla, like, it's still you still have to pay for it to get shipped. Or sorry, not you have to pay for the electricity to get it charged. So that's not always cost effective sometimes either.
Well, we actually sat around. I mean, what was it recently? Around the house here and thought about that because where I was working in Ann Arbor at the University of Michigan just recently, right outside of it, in this building is packed full of Teslas. Well, they just built it and they put in all those charging stations. And I thought to myself, now Ford's coming out with the F-150 electric and all this stuff. And it's like, how much? Okay, if you pulled up next to me in your Tesla and plugged yourself in, and I pulled up at the gas station and filled up, who does it cost more? The thing is it costs less to fill your car up, but you're sitting there for 3 hours when I can gas up and take off.
Yep.
But a Tesla, they don't have emissions, they don't ruin the the air, and there's so many positive things about it.
Yes, but I will also. So I agree with you to an extent, because as I think Roundhouse said, making it and doing those and getting other things, it does produce waste. So it's not like, and the batteries itself, it does produce waste. So I do agree, but it is, I mean, considering it is a lot cheaper, or a lot more, not cheaper, environmentally friendly to an extent.
Right. But I'm telling you right now, it's till the day I die, you'll never take my gasoline engine away. I just don't care. And here's the funny thing is, like, the electric Mustang will smoke like Pumpkin King. Right? He has a very expensive Mustang, and he said that electric Mustang will smoke his gasoline engine Mustang. Like, take off so fast the Mustang doesn't even know what happened to it. That's how fast the electric Mustang is.
Well, yeah.
But the thing is I would never give up a gasoline engine for an electric car to lose that sound, that or that. No.
Yeah. See, for me, I don't really mind not hearing the sound, because I actually like the Tesla, because it is pretty like the Prius is somewhat soft, or hello T-Bones, it's somewhat quiet, but I really like I like the Tesla, the way it runs. It's so much quieter, and it accelerates pretty quickly, which is always nice.
I bet it does. Those bands and stuff. Yeah,
Going for it.
I've asked people to stop. Hey, can I look in there? Can I take pictures for my son? Yeah.
But yeah, well, I do. And I haven't driven in a while, and I get more of a headache in it than I do when I drive in the when I drive in the Tesla. But my dad got an older Maserati.
That's hot.
It was an older Maserati, but he did get a Maserati. But I don't know, that stop and go.
What did you say? He what?
I get a headache.
What did you say before the Maserati?
It is an older Maserati.
Right, but then you said something. Oh, I must have. The phone was breaking up. I didn't hear you. I thought you said something about your dad.
Yeah, my dad got a Maserati.
Yeah, and then it was an older Maserati, and then I thought you said something else, and then you said, yeah, you got a Maserati. You said he was old or something. I was like, what?
Oh, no, the Maserati's older.
Oh, yeah, the Maserati, yes. Who gives a shit? The older the better. I mean,
I get a little bit of a headache from. Oh, so the Tesla, I don't seem to get quite as much.
That's just a buzz from the gas, dude. That's from exhaust. That's a good thing.
I don't know if that's what it is, though.
Get a little exhaust headache. Jeez, you never sniffed a little bit of gasoline? Get that nice little smell at the gas station?
Yeah.
See, there's little things in life. There's little smells in life that you only need just a little bit, not too much because it'll ruin it, but just a little bit. And, you go to the racetrack or something, you smell them race cars that are burning that real high octane gas. You're like, God, that smells good. And then, that's it. But that's what it is. It's a carbureted car. You're smelling the real deal.
But I don't get quite as much of a headache. Like generally, I don't get a headache from it, but for some reason, in the Maserati, I do get a little bit of a headache, and
Because he
I thought it was
scares the
more because
crap out of you. Do your underwear get wet? I mean, he might be scaring you. That's why you get a headache. Is he ride that gas pedal? Whoa! He's
no,
probably a
it's
lead
more.
foot in. You're like, Dad, stop.
Yeah, okay, that's part of it.
See, he's scaring you. That's the whole thing.
I think it's the stop and go that I just get a headache from.
He makes you seasick.
Kind of, yeah. But the Tesla, I don't seem to have a problem with, which is kind of cool. Which it could very well be the gas, but I don't know.
Well, it's probably, the Tesla's a smoother vehicle. It doesn't take off as hard, you know, which I'm sure it can, but
It takes off. It takes off pretty quick. It takes off pretty nicely.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
It's a nice ride,
Oh,
and
I'm
it's
sure.
very smooth too. I like.
I bet.
I love.
Is it a SUV or is it a sedan?
It's a 5-person. It's a 5-seater.
Car?
I don't know which one that one is. What?
Yeah, it's a 4-door sedan.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an SUV.
It's not an SUV.
Okay, yeah, it's a sedan.
Again, I don't drive, so.
Well, yeah, but still, all the money you guys got, you don't know what the word sedan means? Come on, Kev, get with it. Do you know what limousine means?
That I do. Yes.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, I want to tell you a story about it. You want. Hey, it's just jealousy. I like having rich friends. You want to hear a nice puppy story?
Ooh, yes.
So my friends came to visit. They came from up north. They drove 3 hours down to pick up a Jeep top, a hard top for a Jeep that they came down here to buy. So they were supposed to stop by and we were going to go over there, but they went over there first. Anywho, they pull up. They get here. I'm cutting the grass and I look over and my dogs are going nuts. Now I got an English black lab. I have a purebred beagle and I have a purebred English bulldog female. Okay. Well, they're going nuts, going nuts, going nuts. I'm like, what is the dogs going nuts for? And all of a sudden they come walking in and they got a puppy, a golden retriever puppy. Looks like it's just got done smoking crack. Well, it's the runt of the litter, But when they were coming down, they were passing up the farm market, and it's owned by Amish. You know what Amish people are?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's owned by Amish people. These Amish folk had all these pups. Well, when he's like, "Can we go look? Can we go look?" And his wife's, they're silly. They got a good lifestyle, and so they say, "Yeah, go ahead." So they whip around. Now they have a Rottweiler, like a 6-month-old Rottweiler. So they turn around and they go look, and they pull up, and they're like, "How much?" And I guess she said they have papers, so they must have AKC papers. But I guess he said like is close to 700. They were trying to get rid of him right then because he wanted 1,000. But so he's like, make me an offer. And then somebody else said 500. The guy said, okay. And they were whispering. So she came and told him, the guy just bought it for 500. So he went over, he said, I'll give you 450. He's like, can you give me 500? So they paid $500 for a dog that looked like it just got done smoking crack. It's so skinny, the female, the runt with papers. But so cute. I was like, ooh, Kevin would like this dog.
Wait, Rottweiler or Retriever?
The Golden Retriever. That's what they just bought. But they have a Rottie at home.
Oh.
Yes. That's why I was like, why are the dogs barking? They wouldn't have brought their Rottweiler. He's like Cujo. He's very scary.
Yeah, I was so
But
confused. I'm like,
I'm just
wait, huh?
yeah. No, what I'm saying is, I thought you would like that story because how pristine and nice your dogs are. I was like, ooh, Kevin would like this dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Send me a pic.
Yeah, I'll have. I think I have one. Yeah. Because when they brought it down, we let her come in the yard. The dogs were
Oh.
the beagle. For some reason, he was like, "Yeah, I really don't care," and he went into the house. The the lab was, sniffing her. Everybody sniffed everybody, so it worked really
Of
good.
course.
But the English bulldog, she was like, she was like drooly. She's never drooled once. And we're like, what is it? Another female. What is it? You're not used to it, because ever since we got our dogs, they're just them. They really don't, our neighbors have dogs and stuff, but that's it, so. But I was like, ooh, coming like this, he's got high grade pups. Yeah.
Yeah, I yes, I
How are your pups doing?
let's see. Fender is mischievous as always.
Rock
Uh
on.
Kelly is she actually stayed here somewhat by herself for the weekend. And she's, as always, she's very good. But yeah, we I went to go see Griffin, or not Griffin, George. I saw George, which was fun.
Right,
Well, I don't know
right.
why I said Griffin. I saw George,
Did
Aquaballs, and I really enjoyed
you
it.
watch Harry Potter or something? Yeah, I bet.
Hey,
I
casual.
would. I would probably want to go to George's house instead of going to Aquashell again.
Oh, I enjoyed it. It was so much fun. I spent like 3 hours with him, and it felt like I was there for like 10 minutes.
Wow.
His wife is very sweet. It was so much fun.
Yeah, his family's incredible. His kids, all that stuff. Yeah, they're very very nice people. Yeah.
I was so happy I got to go. I
Yeah.
was because my brother originally wanted to go. See, he likes going to Disneyland. I just get it. I can't go on the ride, a lot of the rides. I get a headache and I get whiplash
Well, you guys are
going on
really
all those
loaded,
rides.
aren't you?
Uh,
Boy, I don't
I
want
don't
to
know
put
about
you
that.
out there,
I
but
mean,
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, you talk about Disneyland so much. Holy hell.
what?
I say, you guys talk about Disneyland so much. You guys got to have more money than Donald Duck.
What do you mean? We don't go to Disneyland a ton.
A ton. How many times you been there?
Okay, yeah, that is true. I have been.
I'm just saying, Kev, you can't hide it, brother. You can't hide it. That spoon is in your back pocket. I've seen it.
We've been to Disneyland many times.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
We have an uncle that also lives near there, which is kind of nice.
Right. I mean, I'm just jealous. That's all.
But we still, it is. I know. But yeah, no, it's
I
yes. I
just
am
like to
very
poke.
fortunate.
I just like to poke. Yes, I just like to poke fun because of how you
Yep.
explain things. They're very like nonchalant. And yes, my brother just likes to go to Disneyland, and I'm like, it's kind of like you're saying you're going to the lake for the weekend.
We flew there too, which was a lot nicer. Although I feel like we were in the airport way longer than we were actually on the plane,
That's funny. Yeah,
which
you
was
said something. You said something the
a
other
very
day,
nice
God,
experience.
where you said that you've gone. What is it?
Oh God,
Not
I've
not the
been
Bahamas.
all over.
Some. Oh,
No,
where is
I've
it?
been all over.
Oh, was it? Um, oh, it was where the
Japan,
kangaroos. No, Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, you're like,
Where
oh
the
yeah, we
kangaroo?
go to Australia, just laying on the beach, and I'm like, oh, Kev is loaded. Yeah,
um,
Kev's
yeah.
old man is banging.
Let's see. We've been to Japan 3 times, Korea 5. Uh, I've been to
Are you
Venice,
Asian?
Italy. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were like half. Is your dad?
What do you think?
I would say your dad, yes, your mom, no.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh, uh, they're both Chinese. My
Oh,
mom actually is
well,
second. I'm second generation on my. I'm second generation on my mom's side. I am like seventh
you don't look
generation
yeah, you look
on
like you're
on well, okay, so part of it is my dad's side is Cantonese. So we have darker skin. And my mom's side was from Shanghai.
oh nice. Yeah, I thought it was in there, but I thought you were only half. But it's a I
Nope.
just
Okay, cool.
I have a thing about having conversations with people that have traveled. I find it very intriguing. I find it very I don't know if the word's special, but it's like to hear somebody tell me stories, even though they may not be is at my age. It's you paint a picture of something I've never seen. So
I've
um,
been to the Philippines 3 times. Oh my gosh. The Galapagos Islands was also so much fun. I really enjoyed going to the Galapagos Islands.
what are they
Seeing
known for? What's the animals that are
the
there?
penguins, and there's one other one.
Yeah, it's the penguins. Yeah.
No, no, it's not. It's the giant tortoises.
Oh, is that what they're known for? The tortoises? Okay. I
It's the
think,
giant tortoises and finches, Darwin finches.
yeah, I thought I watched something with like Morgan Freeman where he did like a voiceover for the Galapagos. I think it was him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm a big Morgan Freeman
Oh,
fan.
heck yeah. I love Morgan Freeman. Have you watched God, what is the movie called? Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah, that's a like a every 3 year thing.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's incredible.
Oh, every what?
3 years. You don't want to burn
Series?
out too much.
Yeah, all right, I'll give you that.
It's
There's
kind of like like I
there's
watch The Hobbit and Star Wars and all that, and if I
there's
watch it every 6 months, it'll get boring.
there's several movies where I know the lines to it and I don't get bored. I like watching it. I don't get
Yeah,
bored.
they're very intriguing. Very, I don't know. It's just to see some things. It's
But
kind
I
of like
really
what's the other one with Tom Hanks where he was at working the cell blocks? Green Mile.
on what?
Green Mile.
Oh, I don't think I've watched that one.
Oh no, you haven't seen the Green Mile?
I
Oh, dude, you gotta watch it. It's with that big,
no.
huge black dude. That monster of a black guy and he's like as soft as a kitten. Yeah, that he's like one of the biggest actor. I even think he may have passed away. Yeah, real big dude, but he's in there and he has powers. But yeah, you want to watch a good movie? Watch that movie. Good movie.
Green Mile.
You said
Oh,
you're Chinese?
yep, full.
Yeah, yeah. My wife's partner at work. I was there yesterday busting up concrete with sledgehammer. Yeah, I busted a sledgehammer. I'm that badass. But their neighbors It's crazy. I had to go throw some boards behind their shed, and I looked into the backyard, and it is beautiful. And I'm like, who in the
What
hell
is?
lives over here? Their backyard. And then here come
Oh,
these two Asian people, and they start talking to me, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm busting up concrete. I tore down this play fort." And I was like, "Hey, do you mind me asking?" I said, "My partner's Taiwanese. What nationality are you?" They said, "Oh, we're Chinese." I was like, "Well, I love your backyard," and he started smiling, just like I just made him feel so good. Hey, have you ever watched Swarma on YouTube?
what is it called?
No, it's the guy who can speak all those Japanese, Chinese, the white kid, Shwama or whatever they call him, Swarma X something. You never watch that guy either? Dude, you got to punch
Nope.
him up. He's a white guy who goes around. He lives in New York and he goes through all the Asian areas, and then he orders
Oh
food and he
yeah, yeah,
talks in English.
yeah.
Yeah, and then he
He
starts
speaks.
talking
He
Japanese
speaks.
or whatever, and they're like,
He speaks.
"What?"
He speaks English, or he's white, but
Mandarin and yes,
he speaks
yes,
Mandarin, and I think he speaks Mandarin and Cantonese, and people are
yeah,
always very
yeah,
impressed. But I forget what
yeah,
the channel name is. I forget what the channel name is.
yeah. I can't. I subbed to him a long time ago, but I just watched the one. What was it today? He was with like a. I want to say I don't know. I never really tell people apart very well, but I think he was like an Arabic dude, but he could speak 21 languages that he could hold fluent conversations in it. Total just all day
Oh God, I
conversations
would
in
I would
21 languages.
oh wait. See,
It's
maybe
incredible.
4 or 5 because if you know, well, okay, not if you know, but like if you live in Europe, like you can go like an hour or two away and go to like Germany and France and England and there's several others. Let's see, Germany, France, Italy, um, Germany, France, Italy. I think those are the main ones, but they're like 4 or 5 languages. English, French, German.
The
God,
Polish and Russian, maybe.
no, there are a few others that I'm blanking on, but they're Thank you, Spanish.
I was gonna say
So they're
like
like four or
Italian or
five
something.
different, like, yeah, and they're like you can like within an hour you can go like to so many different places, and they speak a totally different language, which is awesome.
Yeah, I have a lot of Russian friends. I'm from Lithuania. Well, my mother
Yeah.
came here with me when she was pregnant, but they said at least my buddy said in Russia that children there have to know 5 languages to graduate school.
Oh God.
Yeah, right.
Dang. I can barely speak English, much less I'm working on English, much less learning 4 or 5 other languages. But um what I really would like to learn is Japanese. My only problem with learning different languages, though, especially in school, is they want you to read and write in whatever language it is as well. And I just want to learn how to speak. I don't care about reading or writing. With my vision, especially, it makes it really difficult. So I'd rather just learn how to read or just speak, not even read and write, but just speak several other languages. That would be cool. But I had a live-in nanny for 5 years, um, and she only spoke Chinese, which neither of my parents speak Mandarin. My mom can understand, but my dad, like, again, he's like a fish out of water because, of course, he speaks. His side of the family speak Cantonese, but of course, his generation was the only generation that they never learned, and they had a really crappy
Are you
teacher.
yawning? Did you just freaking yawn on me?
No,
Really? Oh, boy. That was terrible. I can't believe you just did that after taking a nap.
I don't know what you're talking about. I did
Oh,
not
my
know.
bad. My bad. My bad.
Uh-huh.
My bad. So do you like egg rolls?
I'm very picky, so no.
Really? I think egg rolls, I don't know the difference between
My brother
Asian
loves.
food like what Cantonese or Chinese or Japanese. I don't know the difference, but holy hell, I'll sit and eat 5, 6, 7 egg rolls in one sitting. Everybody's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "Nothing. Just give me a bag of egg rolls and soy sauce." They're like, "That's it. That's it. Egg rolls and soy sauce, baby. That's it."
That,
It's like eating peanut butter and jelly. Just give me a bag of egg rolls. Serious.
yeah, my brother
I
loves
do.
egg rolls.
Yeah, I do like the soup. The what is it? Egg drops, not egg drop, wonton. It's got that big
Oh yeah,
noodle in it. The it's like a
you mean
just
like
chicken noodle soup. You know. Hey, let me ask you something. Serious question. How come every time you you go to eat like a I don't mean to say Asian. What's the word that covers like all of Asian people? Is there a word for it? You know, like Japanese, Chinese, Cantonese, Taiwanese. Is there a word that covers that, or it is just Asian do it?
Asian? Asian is the general term for all of
Okay,
us that
okay.
encompasses most. Yeah,
So how come when we go to Asian restaurants and we order soup, it's just hot water with some vegetables floating in it? Explain that to me.
because you're not going to the right restaurants.
Well, I go to really pricey restaurants and it's hot water with vegetables in it. I'm like, what is this? Just slurping up water, flavored water.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, but but who drinks flavored water? That's what a pop is. Coca-Cola. That's flavored water. I don't want it in a bowl. Just saying, you guys got some incredible food. I always wanted to buy a wok. I used to watch a TV
Oh
show
yeah,
called Walk with Yan. Walk with Yan. YAN. He used to have a TV show and he used to cook everything in a wok. Walk with Yan.
yeah. We have a walk, but
They're badass, dude. I don't care what anybody says. I watched people on YouTube cook stuff, whole meals, and just cook things in ways that never thought.
yeah.
Rice and eggs. That's really good. Eggs,
Well,
scrambled eggs, and rice.
so the way it works, well, the way it's supposed, you can do it, which I've never, I've never learned or figured out how, but like you're supposed to be able to cook things so that the things that are the vegetables and stuff are on the outside, and then on the inside are like your meats and the things that take longer to cook. So you can, but I've never figured out how to do it.
Oh,
I don't know
you're more of a mac and
if
cheese guy.
what?
I said you're more of a macaroni and cheese guy.
What do you mean? No, I'm saying cooking it. Like
Right. That's what I mean. You're more of a just put noodles in boiling water and then put cheese on it. Macaroni and cheese. You ever eat
no,
macaroni and cheese?
Yeah, I do. But I'm
Oh, I didn't
talking.
know if rich kids ate macaroni and cheese.
Ha ha ha. Um,
Have you ever eaten a hot dog?
nah, that's too cheap. No, I have.
See,
Oh my God, my aunt.
hey, I
My
like
aunt.
good attitude.
My aunt was she. She's a little bit annoying. Well, so she doesn't eat any meat, which is fine, except she expects to have like meals that are made that are not that are only that are vegetarian, and going to restaurants it makes it very difficult because she is not there's no health reason. She just did it because I guess her husband was, and she had a rabbit that died, and so she ended up becoming vegetarian. I don't exactly know why the heck she did it, but she did. But anyways, she went over to go see my uncle and her brother, and went over there, and she's like, "Yeah, she asked if he had any nuts that she could eat or anything to eat, and he said, "Yeah, I have peanuts." And she's like, "Oh, I don't eat peanuts." And he thought it was because she was allergic to them. She just doesn't like them because they're cheap. I'm like, oh my God. She's like, peanuts are cheap food. And I'm thinking, yeah, well,
And eat cashews.
when my parents went to China, which I've been, but it wasn't the same time. They ordered peanuts and they charged them a crap ton of money for freaking peanuts. It's funny. Um,
Is your dad in the food industry?
no.
Oh, okay.
Why?
No, because you know who my partner is out there, right? Blue Crown.
Yeah.
Well, he's Asian and his family's in the food business.
Okay.
And I just didn't know if maybe that's what you guys did because you guys all live in California. So I didn't know if possibly that was, you guys are out there killing it on the food business too.
No, we live in the heart of Silicon Valley. So, no.
Yeah, well, saying something like that to me means not, I don't know. Oh, yeah, you do live by Dan because Dan said he lives by Silicon Valley. I don't know anything about California. So,
We,
um,
we live in the Silicon Valley, which um, is the Bay Area, is Silicon Valley, where we live like literally. Because yes, you are right. We are we I am very fortunate that we live like a few blocks away from Marissa Meyer. Um, do you know who Marissa Meyer is?
no.
She was the chief financial officer, I think, of um, Yahoo.
Oh, wow.
And
Hey,
then,
do you have the dude out there that was on TV that does all the Jeff Lewis? Does he
dude,
live out there by you?
I have no clue.
You don't know who the guy who he redoes houses. He's like the biggest thing next to whatever vanilla ice cream. He's huge. Yeah, he lives out in California. Yeah, Jeff Lewis. He's a designer for your house. Look him up. The guy's probably one of the richest people out there.
Steve Jobs lives
Oh yeah,
out.
Steve Jobs. Yeah.
Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, do you get a bunch of Facebook stuff for free?
Don't know him specifically, although we've seen him many times out here. He goes
Hey,
to one restaurant that we usually frequent.
oof, dang. hey, is there? I hear Joe Rogan says that all the street corners out there are tent cities now and homeless people.
In San Francisco, it's pretty bad.
But not by you.
We live in Palo Alto, so no.
Oh,
If you
well, I didn't.
if you go like 5 minutes away, it's very okay. I don't mean to sound racist.
You're not. Just say I don't have an issue with it.
East Palo Alto, there are a lot of African Americans who are very poor, and African American and Mexicans. But yeah, no, not really many homeless. There are some, but they're not like San Francisco.
Now, is it a job thing? Do you guys have bad? Do you guys have drugs? And I mean, that's a stupid question. Do you guys have drug problems in California?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, we do have some drug problems here, especially in San Francisco. That's mainly the reason why there is. I feel like a lot of it is it's just really expensive, so there are a lot of homeless, but also um,
Right, but the homeless became homeless for a reason. You know, something happened. Do you think maybe?
because it's so expensive to find jobs, or to living is very expensive, and also usually because drugs.
Yeah.
Usually.
Do you think maybe it was could have been like, hey, let's go to California to work, and then like there was a crash at some point, and a lot of people lost their jobs?
No, I just think that housing prices and stuff are insane, and jobs are are extremely competitive out here.
Right, but I'm just what I'm trying to to get my, you know, it's kind of telling a story. You know, people get out there that aren't really from around there. How did they get there? They didn't come out there just to get high. You know, maybe they went out there for, you know, thought they could make it big, and maybe it didn't happen. You know, because I watched some stories of like some carpenters from states that have four seasons pretty bad, like over here in Michigan and stuff. And they said, you know, uh, we can't we can't work outside and snow and stuff. We got to go somewhere where, you know, the weather's good all the time. And they went to California, and, you know, they're older now, but they said we were, you know, year round. The weather was always good. We didn't have to worry about snow and all this other
Yep.
stuff, you know.
Yep.
So it's just, you know, you hear a lot of stories of people, you know, going somewhere trying to get a job. It doesn't pan out, and, you know, then they end up, you know.
Well, it's just extremely competitive out here, and because we are this in the Silicon Valley, housing prices are through the roof.
Oh, I'm sure with the market these days, I couldn't even imagine what
Even
the
be,
lowest price house.
even before that, though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I'm like, when I talk to Dan all the time, you know, it's like I don't say nothing to him, but I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta be loaded too to be living out there, whatever. But I don't know. I just make fun. I have a lot of friends that are well off, you know, and I don't know. I find it neat to have conversations with people that, you know, have what they have. I think it's pretty cool, you know. I like to know what rich people food tastes like, you know, that's all. Hey, does your A1 taste any different than mine?
Mm.
Well, that's good. That's good. Sounds like you got a pretty tight family. How many? You got brother? You got one brother, no sisters?
I wish. No, I
Well,
wanted. I wanted a little sister. Instead, I got a pesky little brother.
Yeah, but that brother always be there and have your back.
Yeah, stab me in the back.
No, he'll probably whoop somebody ever mess with you. He'd be like, "Dang, really?"
I'm half joking. He's 3 years younger than I am, but he is a good kid. I'm more just teasing.
I know. I know.
Um,
Oh, what was I going to ask you? Your
but
eyesight isn't that bad, is it?
short or long answer?
You give me a short answer because it don't look like. I mean, you're not blind,
It
but you might.
depends.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I have visual brain processing difficulties. So
Oh, so it's not your eyes,
it's not my eyesight. It's not the hardware. It's my visual. It's the brain processing.
right?
That was impaired. I had a brain injury when I had encephalitis when I was 6, which is swelling of the brain. No, it was not the mosquito. That's a little bit different. Um, but I had a brain injury when I was 6. I came down with encephalitis. Let's see. I had to go to the IC. I was in the ICU for 2-3 weeks. Um, I was in the hospital for a good month or two. I had to relearn to walk. And part of it is so it's my visual brain processing. So it's a little bit different because it does depend. So it's not necessarily my eyesight, it's my visual brain processing. So it takes me longer to do things. Fast moving it's a lot of fast moving objects and things like that. I have a problem or I have difficulties um, being able to process and interpret though
What it
interpret.
is or what's happening.
Yeah, it takes
Oh,
me
so
longer.
maybe that's why you can't drive. So if like a car cuts in
Correct.
front of you, it would take you a minute to like
Correct.
process
Oh my.
what just
Well,
happened.
so because one of my eyes is a lazy eye. Um,
Tell it to get a job.
depth perception is
That wasn't funny. I
let's
thought that
see,
was a good one.
that was funny. Depth perception.
Yeah.
Um, what else? Moving objects. Hey, let's see. Contrast, light and dark, all of those things are very difficult for me, if that makes sense.
You would trip out if somebody turned a strobe light off or turn a strobe light on and shut the lights off.
Oh, God, yeah.
You probably wouldn't do good in a strip club.
No.
You'd be like, "Mommy, come get me! It's freaking me out."
That would be way too loud.
Yeah,
Way
you wouldn't
too
even be
loud.
able to go to a rave party out there in California. Be like,
Sensory
Kev,
overload.
nope. Yeah,
Sensory overload. Such, yeah, no. Um, I don't know. I always feel like music is played way too loud a lot of time.
right. You guys are moving just way too fast for me.
Did you see what Ian said? uh, Ivy, you're going, right? I can't wait to meet you.
Kevin would know what to do in a strip club. Only one way to find out.
Hey, Ryan.
That's funny. Kevin wouldn't know what to do in a strip club. Sure he
No,
would.
Ian says Kevin would know what to do in a strip club, and
Oh, is that what
Ryan
it says?
says
Kevin
only
would know.
only one way to find out.
Oh yeah, it does say Kevin would know. Yeah.
And yes, I have two big, like 32-inch monitor. Well, not big, but I have two 32-inch monitors, and the text is zoomed in.
Yeah, but it just seems like when I see you in the video, I'm like, if he can't see, he sure does a damn good job of not showing it. Because it's, I was like, it's got to be something else. There's something else wrong with him that messes up his eyesight. It's not. I don't think he's blind.
Yeah, I'm not totally blind. It's visual brain processing. I am consistently. I'm a very unique case. Um, actually, we how do I say it? Because I was so young and I caught encephalitis, which is swelling of the brain. Because I was, yeah, I know.
Well, you really pissed your mom off, didn't you? She backhanded you something fierce.
the so yeah, that's exactly what it was. Um, my what was I gonna say? Now you made me lose my train of thought, which is not hard.
Yeah,
um,
same here. Your encephalitis or whatever.
yeah. So my visual. So
That's what it was. Your vision and stuff. The
because
the
of
processing
my um
in a strip club.
my visual brain processing, um gosh darn it. Um I had because I was so young when I caught encephalitis, um and my brain was still developing, it made it a lot more difficult for me. Because, like, say for instance, oh yeah, that's right. You're not gonna be. I'm sorry, Bunny Viper. I keep on forgetting. Um, because of, oh gosh, I'm reading chat and I keep on forgetting where I'm going. Yeah. So if somebody else caught what or had what I had, which I do know of, or we do know of another family who apparently 15 of their family members had caught it.
Jesus.
But because I was so young, if one of my other parents or if one of my parents caught it or had it, it would not have affected them nearly as much, and you wouldn't even really notice a difference. But because my brain was still developing, that's where the issues.
So more or less, you're saying you're never going to work.
Wait, what?
I said, so more or less, you're saying you're never going to have a job, never going to work.
When did I say that?
No, I'm asking you because if you say that you're, you know, not. I mean, your eyesight is the issue, because of the stuff. You're. Does that mean you're never going to be able to work, have a job?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because a 9 to 5 definitely would not work for me.
So are you legally disabled?
I'm not legally blind. No.
Oh, okay. So then, what was I going to say? Yeah, but with your issue, it could be hard for you to like even get on
That's exactly what I'm
like a
thinking would be.
bus, a vehicle, anything to travel to go to work. Because gosh, you'd probably never be able to ride a bicycle.
I have, but it's unsafe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What if a car turns the corner right in front of you and you freak out? It's there's a lot that could.
I've gotten hit by a bike or a car. Luckily, they
See,
weren't going too fast, but I have
you
gotten hit
probably
by a
have to get a
car.
job at home. You probably have to get a job at home.
That's what
Work from home.
again, in a 9 to 5 would not work for me.
Hey, you could just be a robocaller, just calling people and pissing them off. Yeah, hey, we're calling. You owe us money, and if you don't pay $1,800 right now, the police are gonna come get you. Okay, where do I send it? You could be a crane caller.
T-Bone. T-Bone says, Ian and Ryan, I heard Portland is the porn capital of America. I saw it on a documentary I watched. What documentary was that, T-Bone? And then Ivy says, Kevin, I had spinal meningitis when I was 14. It's caused me a lot of issues. I wonder if your injury has anything to do with your aversion to loud noises, obnoxious sounds, or preference for mild foods. Yeah, I don't like textures. I don't like I don't like things that have strong flavors. I get a headache from artificial scents.
I get a headache from bad conversation.
Ha ha ha.
I'm just saying everything you're saying. We could put in a comedy, dude. It'd be hilarious. I don't like things with textures. I don't like a nasty girl's tongue in my mouth. Dude, that's what you could do. That's what you could do. Think about being a comedian.
Huh? Yeah, I'm not funny
I'm serious.
enough.
I'm serious. Over.
I'm not funny enough. Hey, Jesse.
How do you know? You say funny stuff, dude. There's a lot of humor in the stuff that you say. You're funny. You're a late night funny guy. Seriously, I don't know. Try it out. Think about it. I mean, you could be an auto mechanic, late night auto mechanic. Hey, if you don't mind me asking, do you mind me asking what your old man does?
Now or before?
I don't know, whatever. More or less, could he get you a job doing what he does?
So my dad used to do 401k retirement plans, and my mother still works, but it's interesting because she worked in industry and now works at Stanford Academia.
Stanford what?
Academia, at Stanford. She works at Stanford.
The college?
Stanford University.
Yeah.
She is, I think she's the division. I think she's the division manager now. She was the
That's why you guys do so good. She takes some big bribes from all those rich people out there. That's what it is.
No,
I'm just saying.
she worked at Apple. She worked at Apple when she was one of the. She started
When the
at
first
Apple
computer came out, or like when the iPhone was introduced?
when the iPhone was pretty much brand new.
Oh, great. You guys probably got everything Apple right now, don't you?
Yep.
So whatever, dude. You guys probably got about 14 pairs of the iPods just sitting in drawers, not even opened.
Ha ha
Couple,
ha.
couple iPads.
Let's see. We've got like our internet is crap because we have so many devices on it.
See, there's 3 people in the house and there's 32 devices running.
There's 5 people in the house and like 100 devices running.
Jeez Louise.
We've got, let's see, we've got several Wi-Fi enabled cameras. We've got several, we've got what, five or 6 iPads, 5 phones, 6 or 7 computers on the Wi-Fi. So yeah, we've got quite a bit on our Wi-Fi. Which
Aqua. Patty says I'm tripping.
Yes, he's been tripping. What are you talking about, Patty? Where you been?
Yeah. Do you read what Patty says?
She works for AV401k company, and I know just the guy Kevin's dad is. They make all the money while we suffer them and their bonuses.
Is that true, Kevin?
So he did 401k consulting. He did more corporate though, Patty.
What's he do now?
Semi-retired.
Semi-retired. Well, how the hell do you pay for your house and everything? How old are your parents?
My mom worked at Apple and got quite a bit of stock in Apple. She worked at Apple, she worked at Cisco, and she worked at HP. She's done very well for herself.
Jeez, no wonder your old man married her. He saw those paychecks. He's like, dang, girl.
Sure, except they were married way before that.
She probably had a good paper route. He said, let's go get some dumplings. She said, okay. He knew what time it was. How old are your parents? How old is your dad? 50? 33.
Let's see.
Do you not know how old your father is? You're going to be out of the will if he finds out. And how old are you?
What? 20.
Holy crap.
What?
I'm just joking. 66. Do you know who Theo Von is?
1960. Let's see. My dad, 1965. My mom, God, 3 years younger than my dad.
Do you know
1964, my dad, and I think my mom's or not think. She's 67. She was born in 67, not was. She was born in 67.
Do you know who Theo Von is? He's a comedian. He has his own
Who?
podcast and stuff. Theo
Nope.
Von. He's out there in California and stuff. He said when he was born, his dad was 70.
Dang. Yeah, I
Yeah,
could
it's
kind of see
crazy.
that.
His mother was like 34.
Ian, yes, I know I do. And I am very fortunate to have a grandmother that is very, very nice and generous.
Do you know Mr. Miyagi?
Have you watched, um, God, what is it, Cobra Kai?
Yeah,
The new,
I watch
or
it.
do you
Yeah,
not have YouTube?
I watch it.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, I got all that.
Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off.
Yeah,
Yes, I know Mr. Miyagi.
you do.
Well, not no, but I watched it.
Uh, do you, see, have you met any big actors living out there?
No, I don't live in LA.
Right, but still, you live in California. Have you ever met Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No.
That's the coolest person in California. How would you not go meet the Terminator, dude? I thought you were cooler than that, bro. I mean, what else is California known for? Oranges? Oranges and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Come on, man.
According to Justin Bieber, yes. I'm half joking.
HC Aqua. Says his uncle's last name is Miyagi. He's so proud of that. So how's the tanks coming, Mr. HC Aqua? How's the new house?
Oh, yeah. He's doing a lot of work.
I know I've been
Oh my
seeing that
gosh.
stuff here and there.
I really want to. My mom, well, I haven't asked, but my mom's been searching and searching and trying to get book another flight to Hawaii. They want to get a retirement home in Hawaii.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. My son was in the army in Hawaii for 3 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's in. He did. When he first got in, that's it. That was his first. That was his first place they sent him to. Was 3 years. Yeah, my wife went, and he got married there. I was working, so I couldn't go. I'd stay home
Oh
with the
wow.
dogs and everything. But yeah, so he did all that time there, and then came home, and uh, he's been in South Carolina. Then he was supposed to go to. He had a few places to choose, but then they needed so many recruiters. They said, "Hey, look, you're going to go be a recruiter for 3 years." So he's like, "All right, put me as close to home as you can put me."
Ah. So Jesse says I've got 11 tanks set up and not much fish still. Just had a dark ram female pass away on me. trying to get a replacement. Let's see. Uh, Bunny Viper says T-Bone's meningitis nearly killed me. They had me in a tent in complete isolation. People couldn't come in without masks, gowns, gloves when they were finally allowed. Wow. Uh, and then T-Bone says, I used to work 2 jobs until I smashed my spine. Now I am on a disability pension. I have screws and plates holding my lower spine together. Wow, I'm sorry, T-Bone. Let's see. Where did casuals? Oh, I guess Brian ditched me. Okay. I was enjoying talking to Brian too. Hope he comes back. Although I have a feeling one of his devices probably died. And if anybody would like to come up, the link is posted. Or pinned. Excuse me. I finally pinned it because I forgot before. Yeah, I feared as much, Brian. I said I thought your phone had died. Although I wish you had stayed up. I really do enjoy talking with you. It's lonesome up here by myself. Let's see. What is Bunny Vibe? Uh, oh, come on. Are you kidding me? I've had 6 back surgeries, have Harrington rods, and am fused from tailbone to between my shoulder. Damn, we're practically family with all this in common. Ian says still about another hour out. Okay, Ian. Yeah, again, I'm feeling very lonesome up here. Uh, but yeah, I am very fortunate that my parents love to travel and we get to go see all this fun stuff. Let's see, what did they say? Brian is a lot nicer than I'd be talked to. Brian is a lot nicer than I'd be to talk to. uh, Patty. Funny, like, me too. It nearly killed me. They pulled me straight out of the CT machine, flipped me on my side, and gave me a spinal tap to drain the fluid in my spinal cord. Yikes. Yes, Patty, I know. I'm having mic issues. I was gonna try to come up while sitting in the van. Oh, bummer. Here's an idea. Turn on your camera. Show us your face. We are feeling lonesome too. You're our host. We're your family, bro. Come see us. We want Kevin. Okay, fine.
I'm proud of you. Are you on the screen?
And I am back. Ian, the Mud Skipper's doing well. Is this better, Bunny Viper? I think somebody wanted me to show my tanks instead of showing my face. Don't know who that would be. Roundhouse. Yeah, it is kind of a mess, Ian. And I feel like well, okay, that's not totally true. I have so much stuff, and I'm always going away for weekends where it makes it a little bit hard because I'm always unpacking and packing and then moving things around. So I'm glad I'm actually able to get out and go do things now, though. Ian, there's no fish in there. Yeah, I know it is, Roundhouse. And Ian, there's no fish in that tank. But let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. See, it's around right now where I'd like to be able to use OBS as well as StreamYard, unless somebody comes up on camera. And no, I'd show my mud skipper, but he's dead. So I can't really show him. No, he's hiding, I think. Ah. And it's right next to my bed, so it's very hard to get on camera. Oh, actually, let's see if I can get him on camera. Because he is right there. Okay, is he on there? Yeah, he is. He's right there. I was purely teasing Jesse. No, he's not dead. I was purely teasing. He's doing just fine. But yeah, he's doing pretty well in here. I got the Repto filter and lava rock, so now. No, not dead, Ian. I was purely teasing. I need to get some filter bags, some filter media bags. I got like 2 big bags of. Thank you, Jesse. I got a bunch of lava rock, so I can scape my tank now. Hopefully, on Friday I'm getting in a bunch of stuff for my tanks. I'm getting some Pond Matrix, or not Pond Matrix, some Seachem Matrix, some, let's see, Seachem Matrix, media bags, some breather bags, which I might cancel, and then a few other items. But yeah, he's doing well. And then I think there's still a cricket or 2 alive in there. I could be wrong. So for the moment, I haven't fed him because I'm pretty sure there's still a cricket or 2 left in here, and I'm gonna go outside and get a few more later. But right now I'm just leaving it be. Let me see if I can get this on a better angle. Is that good? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. There we go. Let's see. For us, it's 12:08, 3:08 Eastern Time, 12:08 Pacific Standard Time, which would be 1:08 Mountain Time, 2:08 Central, 3:08 Eastern. Your Mountain Time, or not Mountain Time, Central Time, Bunny Viper? Oh yeah, I forgot. 9:08 Hawaiian Standard Time? No, just me, Roundhouse. But yeah, he usually, I don't know. He either likes I heard that mud skippers are 90% on land and like humidity. Although, I don't know why. George seemed to have his tank uncovered, which I'm not sure how that's possible. But, anyways, he's usually either right there or in the water. I don't generally see him out of the water, which is fine by me. But I got the lava rock, so I should be set. I should be good to set up the tank. Hopefully, when I get back, I'm either going to do it Friday if it comes in early enough, or Sunday. Haven't decided. And I think I'm going to go till like 1:30 and then end it. That's like an hour and a half. That way, hopefully, I can talk to Ian. We'll see. So it's just turned to Wednesday morning where you are. Yes, it has. Swampy, what the heck? Well, I guess it's 3:11. Yeah, okay. Surprised you're up so early. Late? Uh, yes, Roundhouse, an hour and a half. Oh, I'm sorry. So sorry, Tom. How's Karen doing? Haven't seen you two in a little while. Miss seeing you guys on streaming. Bunny Viper. Yes, it's 12 a.m. for us. Yes, but how has she been doing, Tom? Um, Bunny Viper says, Patty, nope. But I need to. Early appointment, lots to do. Cinderella. Be sure you bite lots of heads off. Freeing up aggression helps you sleep. So I hear. I think that actually works out pretty well for the tank. Did he go back down? Probably did. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see him right now. Ugh. Not in the very back. Yeah, I don't see him. Let me put it back on this tank, which I am going to turn off the camera for a sec. Or much better. There we go. Much better. Thanks, Ivy. Griffin, how are you, bud? Been a little. Hope you're well. Good night, Bunny Viper. Sweet dreams, my dear. Let's see. Okay. That's not exactly what I wanted. There we go. That's better. Maybe, yeah. I love that the Corys are just zipping around. I'm very happy about that. Been looking for one that will work. No luck yet. Been looking for one that works. Bob, what? I need to go back up. What are you looking for that works? Tom? Wait. Did you see Patty at the Keystone Clash? Did you go, Tom? Oh my god. Okay, I did not know so many amazing people were going. Otherwise, I would have gone to that. Oh, that would be so much fun. Haven't seen you on stream for ages, Griffin. What's been happening? Yeah, I hope it's cooling down. I didn't know you were going, Tom. Let's see. Yeah, I can see that, Griffin. How's the weather there? You missed my mud skipper, Griffin. Cool. Thanks, Ian. Oh wow, Griffin. Although that is good that it's cooling down. Although I did not realize it was so drastic. You are so mischievous, but I love you. Oh, Fender. Let's see. Huh. Yeah, we met a bunch of fish tubes on Saturday at the Keystone Clash. I wish I went. I didn't know so many people were going. Maybe next year. Ooh. Yeah, I hope I'll meet him in Portland. You two are so cute. Okay, Fendi? Mischievous, but cute. Let's see. Hey, Jenny Lynn. Hope you're well. Are you done with work yet? I will be right back. Thank you. There we go. I'll be right back. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Jenny. You went too, Jenny Lynn? I did not realize so many people went. I am so jealous. Should have gone. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is about those Corys, but I got them from Posiwi and they are doing very well. I am so jealous. I really wish I went. I didn't know so many people were going. Otherwise, I would have gone. Okay, you guys are making me really jealous that I didn't go. And I'm kicking myself because I really wish I went. Swampy says no return address. God, I wish I went. Ian. Yeah, I'll pass Roundhouse. Thanks for the offer. Let's see. Okay, it still looks crooked. No, maybe that's just me. How far are you from the Keystone Clash, Tom? God, I am so jealous. I wish I went now. Right on, first stand on so late. I just did water changes in all my tanks while listening. Good, J Rock. I'm glad. That's what I'm here for. Did not realize that, Ian. I don't know what's going on with the Corys. I got them from Posiwi on Wednesday or Thursday, and they are so active, which I'm very happy about, but I am kind of surprised. And they zip all over the tank. They are so cool. So very happy about it. Yeah, so do I. Yeah, I am Ian. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good, Swampy. T-Bone says, nice, mate. Bit of a green thumb. I giggled when dude asked you if you knew Mr. Miyagi. I know, right, J-Rock? Yeah, I know of him. I don't know him personally. It's not like everybody in California knows everybody. Okay, is there a way that I can... Swampy. Rouse, is there a way... And never mind. I don't know if my computer can handle it. Wondering, maybe. Can I do it now? Oh, come on. I enjoy that part. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I think you might be right, HC. But I'm not quite sure why Brian thought I might know him. Although, um, Jesse, I think that isn't Hawaii the closest to Japan, so that would make sense if he lived in that would kind of make sense if he lived in Japan or Hawaii, but I don't know. Oh yeah, Swampy. Okay, let's see. I'm wondering if there's a way that even though I'm streaming on StreamYard, I can add this or add both to my screen. Okay, so there we go there. And then can I add another camera? There we go. But I don't know if I can add this to stream. Scene collection. No tools. Auto configuration is there? I don't know. Oh, you were born in Cali, Jesse? Jesse. Oh, he was born in Vegas and died in Nevada. He just played a lot of roles that were in Hawaii. Fooled me. Born, he was born. He was, or you were? You were born in Cali. Okay. Yeah, Tom. With the card, you should be able to get bulk with reduced prices, but I'm not sure about the laws in PA. With the card, you should also be allowed to have like 4 plants, but check first. Lol, I don't know. I spend T-Bone says I spend 300 plus per week on the natural herb. I can have 4 plants without a card, is what Ian says. Wait, you do or don't have a card? No, Pat Morito, Mr. Miyagi, not me. Okay, wait. I thought you said that he was born in Nevada. I thought you said he was born in Nevada. Oh, he was born in Cali. Got it. Okay. You were born. Okay, thank you. I was so confused. Let me see. I don't want Twitch. I want to be able to stream to YouTube. StreamYard? I don't know if I can do that. I don't know how to do that. Auto configuration wizard. I want to connect to not YouTube, but I want to do it to StreamYard. I don't know if I can. Roundhouse, I'm looking and I don't see a way to do it. And I don't know if I can do it because I don't know. because it's not showing up. I should be able to do camera and then switch it, but it's not showing up. So I don't know what it is. Now, I don't have a medical card. Recreational. I can have floor plan in Oregon, but every state is different. Washington is 0 plants without a card. So yeah, all states are different. So it's good to make sure. Yep. And yet I did it on your stream. Yeah, I know. I can't do it though. I can't figure out how to get it to work. Okay, but how the heck do I start virtual camera? Yeah. Do you want to stream from OBS to StreamYard utilizing the OBS virtual camera? How to set up OBS virtual cam. Make sure you have the latest version of OBS Studio. I just not. Okay, good. Got that. Sources, done. I did that. Yep, okay. Then click where's Start Virtual Cam? After opening OBS, set up the sources you want in Sources section. To add your webcam, click the plus, sign in, and select Virtual Video Capture. After opening OBS, set up the sources. Sources is where? Oh, okay. And I'm spinning. Okay, it's still not letting me. Start virtual cam, and then what? After opening Start Virtual Cam, alright, I'll be right back. Hey, GOB. Much better. Yes, I know that, Roundhouse, but apparently, in order to see that, you have to reboot or restart your website or restart StreamYard, restart whatever application you're using, whatever web browser you're using. You have to restart it. End of the month. Wait, what are we talking about? Um, so end of the month is Aquashella. Fishtoberfest is in 2 weeks. You're right. Good time to have it. I'm the only one up on camera, so might as well. What do you mean no? You have to restart the application. You have to restart the web browser application in order to use it. That's what StreamYard says. I looked it up and that's what StreamYard says. So I don't know what you're smoking, nor do I want to know. Yes, I did, but in order for it to recognize it, you have to quit and then go back the web browser and then go back into the web browser. That's what I'm saying, Roundhouse. And if you can't tell, I already did it. Already did it. There we go. Okay. I think the first time you do, it makes you. I don't know what's going on with the Corys, but it's kind of cool. I don't like all the glare from my computer, but I guess I can't help it. There we go. But yeah, no, it says that you have to on StreamYard. It says you have to start and then you have to restart your computer. Which let me see if I can change it to web browser, Chrome. Why won't it let me? And whatever, I'm not gonna fiddle with it. Okay, well that's good.
Hey, what's
Ian,
up, Kevin?
how are you?
I'm good. Just got home, went to the bathroom, came out here, gonna smoke and hang out with you for a little bit before I go to bed.
Cool. Thanks for keeping me company.
Oh, it's no problem, Kevin. You're a fun kid to hang out with. Still innocent and young. Till you meet me. Your innocence will all be gone when you come meet me, by the way.
Okay, cool. Very happy about that.
But bro, you really got me. I really thought when you said you killed a mud skipper, I was about to go off. I was like, shit, you
Nope.
got me, bro.
I did not kill the mud skipper. I would not do that.
I said that about the electric blue Acaras that I tried to keep 5 or 6 different times.
Yeah.
I still managed to kill him after 6 months.
Oh, really?
And I've got multiple sources. I've gotten a breeder male from Kenny. It ended up not doing well. I've gotten
Oh, well.
juveniles from Kenny. They didn't do well. I got juveniles from the fish store. They never did well. I got adults from the fish store. They never did well.
They just don't like you, huh?
They just don't like my super soft acidic water that's made for South American cichlids, so I don't know.
Yeah, see, I need mine's very not is it soft? I don't know what that's considered. It's not soft. It's
Alkaline.
alkaline.
It's either soft, neutral, or alkaline. So if you're sitting around like that 7.0 to 7.4, and depending on what minerals are in your water, it's probably fairly neutral. But if you're sitting around that 6.8 and your GH and KH is really low and your TDS is coming out really low, that's soft water. But if you have a higher pH, say like 7.4 to 7.8 or even 8.0,
Yeah.
and high GH and KH, then that would be alkaline water, which is more towards like African cichlids, Rift Lake African cichlids.
So I have acidic water.
If your TDS isn't like over, I would say 90.
No, I'm talking about pH.
Well, it just because pH is something, it's all based on what's in it, like the hardness, the pH, not just the pH, but it's.
But I'm purely asking whether 7.4 or 7 is alkaline or acidic.
No, that'd be neutral.
Okay, what if it's 6?
6 is soft. That's acid.
Acidic?
Yeah.
So my water is alkaline, but my water is soft.
See, I'm not a water chemistry guy. I just kind of follow what I've been doing, and it makes sense to me.
My water is alkaline, but my water is very soft.
Well, it can't be both. It's either one or the other. That's what I'm trying to.
Yes, it can be both, because softness is how much the TDS is. If the TDS is low, then it's soft.
Softness does not just include TDS. There's other things.
I believe it does, though, because my pH is 8.4, but it's unstable. It's 32 TDS. So my water is soft, but it's very alkaline because it's 8.4 out of the tap.
Yeah, that sounds like California water to me. But yeah, that confuses me every time you talk about that. That just makes no sense to me. It can't be acidic and alkaline. That makes no sense to me. But as you're explaining it, yeah, that sounds like they got some weird buffer that goes out really fast. But 32 TDS is not bad. I mean, It's really low. Mine is 18. And I checked it the other day and it was at 16. So it's like bouncing a little bit.
Oh, brother. Swampy says, I'm soft. LOL. Ha ha ha. T-Bone says, soft like a marshmallow, Swampy. I really wish I went to the Keystone Clash now. That would have been so much fun. But I didn't know everybody was going to that.
That's
Man, I
because
really,
those East Coast folks, you know? We on the West Coast, so we gotta go to the West Coast event.
yep, I'm with you on that one. I'm also trying to figure out why the heck my camera looks crooked. So what you been up to, Ian?
Wrenching on shopping carts.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
Are
we
you
did
s-
three. We did 300 carts in 2 days.
are you still at the hotel?
No, I'm home now. I'm like home. I'm in my garage. I've got my herbal smoking devices next to me. I'm all good.
Good for you.
I like those angels. What are those? Philippine blues?
Yeah.
They look nice.
Thank you. I want to get some of. I'm debating whether I want to get some of George's avatars.
Those are cool. Those avatars are really cool.
I think
Especially
I
the
might.
breed he has.
The what?
The breeding pair he has is gorgeous.
Yeah, I think I might have to get those instead. I'm debating.
It's just another fish tank you gotta set up, man.
What?
More tanks. More tanks equals more fish. I got 5 tanks this last weekend.
Ian, I don't have more space to put more tanks,
Oh.
so I have to swap fish around. If I want to keep the avatars, then I have to get rid of these ones that I have.
Well, why don't you, since you have those already, and they look really good, I would say stick with those, let them pair up and breed them, raise some
Y-
fry. And after you've experienced those, try something else.
Yeah, but I want to try the avatars, and I do want to do the avatar, but I'd rather try the avatars over these.
You're gonna have to find homes for those.
I know. I could probably sell them to my LFS too, or get store credit, which George does not like having to get store credit for his stuff. But
Well, yeah, you can't really get cash unless you have a fish license. How it works.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah, you can't sell fish for cash unless you have a fish selling license.
You have to get a fish selling license? I don't think so.
To sell fish legally to fish stores and get cash from a fish store legally, you need a license. And that's from working at a fish store. But getting store credit is not a bad deal. It's good for the store, so they do that. And
What
obviously,
about? Wait, but what about getting? Um, what about if you want to sell fish directly to people?
well, that talking to my old boss, he doesn't think that people should be selling fish to people without a license. because they're not getting taxed for it.
Really?
Yeah. You're not paying taxes for the fish. So if you sell them on the side, that's okay to do as a hobbyist. But when you're a business owner, you can't do that. And you're trying to run a legitimate business, you can't do that.
Ah, when I looked, I didn't think you had to. I thought I looked up if you needed to and you didn't have to. When are you going live, and why don't you get up here, Swampy? Come hang out with us. I haven't seen you in a while.
Sharing is caring. Hell yeah.
How old do you have to be in order to do it recreationally?
21. And that should be for your state, my state, and Washington state.
But if you have
it's-
if you have a medical card, you don't have to, right?
But that's only CBD. That's not THC stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So as a medical user that's underage, you can get, like, if you have epilepsy, like my little brother has. When he was underage, and he still is, I would get him the CBD stuff. He would get CBD stuff, and that would be okay legally. His job wouldn't do anything about it because he has. It's legitimately saved his seizures instantly. So I am a pro cannabis user, whether you're medical, recreational. I much prefer if you can get your medical card, get your medical card. It makes things a whole lot easier. And Kevin, I believe with your disabilities, you should be able to get a medical card.
Yeah, I think I probably could too. I just don't like the smell of marijuana.
Yeah, so you don't have to smoke. There's other ways of using cannabis
But
that
I,
don't involve
but
smoking or the bad smells. So you can.
but
You-
I thought that in order to really get the best, uh, I thought that in order to get the most use and the best, I want to say, I guess, getting the full effects, you have to smoke it. Or am I
I mean,
wrong?
smoking's more instant. It does affect you much stronger, but as a medical user, I would suggest sticking with either edibles, which don't have any smells. You can also get
And
um,
which doctor would you go through?
just the doctor you go to for your checkups.
So, primary care physician.
Yeah. But you can also get this type of oil. It's called RSO, and you can mix it with any food that you cook. And it does have like, you can tell there's a little bit of weed in there, but it's not overpowering, and it definitely doesn't smell like it, but you can taste it a little bit when you cook with it. But you can also just get the lotions, like, oh,
Why is Swampy saying nope?
I think
Hey,
he's saying
Bob.
no.
What?
He's probably saying nope to coming up.
Oh.
My phone was trying to restart itself. It's like,
Why?
oh, here's an update at 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's restart your phone.
Oh.
But yeah, you can get lotions that, if you have an affected area on your arm, like arthritis pain, or you just have a sore leg, you can rub it in that area, and it will help. It won't, make the problem go away, but it will definitely help. And that's the thing about cannabis is that a lot of people think it's a cure-all, magical thing, but it's really not. It's just to help take the edge off and help with the pain and kind of calm you down. A lot of people seem to think that it's this magical plant that will fix everything. Yep, and they have drops, like I was saying there. There's a lot of different ways cannabis can be used, not just by smoking or doing edibles, but
Oh,
a lot of like tinctures and like essential oil type things. There's syrups, which is a type of edible. I mean, you can add it to your drinks and stuff, like your Sprite, your smoothies, whatever cold drinks you like to drink. And with the technology nowadays, the strains and just the genetics that they're coming out with, today's cannabis is not like 10 years ago. It is way more stronger and potent. Yeah, it is a temporary solution. It's not a thing to, it's not a prescription. It's not a pill to help make the thing go away. But it will help take the edge off.
hello, late to the fallout. So how are your tanks doing, Ian?
Oh, they're all doing good. Yeah. Except for my SAE, he's still got a little Popeye, even though I've been treating him with salt. I'm treating the whole tank with salt. And it's a planted tank. Wow, what a surprise. They're all still alive.
Huh?
I put straight up reef salt into the tank. I mix it. I take a cup of tank water out with my specimen container, and I just scoop 30 gallons worth of salt.
What is 30 gallons worth of salt?
I do 5 tablespoons. No, 1 tablespoon for 5 gallons. So it's a 30-gallon tank. A lot of people go 1 tablespoon per gallon. But I also make sure to do the water changes. If you're adding salt to an aquarium, before you add any more salt, 50% water change. And don't add the same amount that you did last time. I would do less than half. Because the way salt works is it doesn't evaporate. And if you just take half of the water out and put half fresh water back in, it is going to dilute that to halfway. But if you put the same amount of salt that you put in last time, that's going to bring the salt up higher over time. And then you'll slowly work your way into a brackish aquarium.
Did you see GRB's question?
Yeah, I was just about to read that. Um, so there's not really a breathalyzer test that I know of here. At least I don't know. I know there's a breathalyzer test for alcohol, but I don't know for weed. I don't know how they test for weed. When I was going to a youth builders program, they drug tested, but they didn't care about weed, and they did mouth swabs every day, and that showed up within 10 minutes. So I imagine police officers use the same thing. But the youth builders program didn't really care about weed that much unless I was trying to go into a union. They were just making sure I wasn't doing other crap. They don't accept other crap. Get what I mean. Although one time they did a mouth swab on me and it showed positive for opium one time, and I was like, hold the phone. I do not do opium or any of that shit. I will piss in a cup right now. So I did, and there was no opium in my system at that test, so all was good, and I did not get kicked out.
Yeah, that's true, T-Bone. Apparently, Swampy says there is a breath test for weed.
I did not know that. I've only done the swab. And sometimes the swab wouldn't even show positive for weed, so those things are not accurate, I can tell you that.
Why did you need to get it done?
The tests?
Yeah.
Oh, because the youth builders program that I went to is like a pre-apprenticeship program. So it's a place where I go and they teach me how to use tools and they teach me about all these different union programs and construction opportunities. And pretty much the only rule was, don't show up high. We don't care if you smoke weed at home. Don't do that crazy stuff that crazy people do. Don't drink and show up on time. So I did that. But sometimes I smoked weed in the morning, and those tests when I smoked weed in the morning never showed up positive for weed. Bet you they're watching this now like that motherfucker.
Can't you smell it from because it travels?
Yeah, I bet you they could. But I was a grower back then, so I always smelled like it, and they knew that.
Oh.
I always smelled like weed. All my clothes stinked of it. My room stinked of it because my now fish room was my grow room, my personal grow room.
Oh.
Yeah. But then, I got tired of it and I wanted a different hobby. So I found fish tanks. And here I am now, guys. But yeah, the Portland Youth Builders program was cool. It's I got my GED done in like 9 months, after trying to get my high school diploma for 6 years.
Oh,
Dropped.
wow.
Yeah.
Did you end up getting it?
My diploma? No, but I
Yeah.
got my GED. Yeah, I got my GED, and then I got my license. And
Your license?
yeah, got my license for driving.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've had that for a while now. And if I would have freaking, I'm thinking about it. It's just tough because it's an everyday, constant thing for me. If I would have quit and finished the program, I'd probably be in a union job right now.
Well, depending on what you go into, I hear the union uh, can make you a decent amount.
Oh yeah, union jobs are. It's just, I don't like traveling, and this job having me traveling, I don't like it. So
You do or don't like traveling in this job.
I don't like traveling. I mean, it's cool sometimes. The best thing about going on these trips is when I'm done with the job at a reasonable time and I get back to the hotel, okay? And then I'm gonna leave. I leave the hotel if it's a reasonable time, and I go look for a fish store. I'll go walk to that. I'll just go check it out. That's the highlight of those trips. Other than that, it's always crappy hotels, crappy fast food, renting on carts all day long, or putting
Uh,
down loop steel. Which loop steel, I don't know if you know this, but that's that stuff they fill the cracks in the asphalt parking lots.
oh.
That stuff gets everywhere. All my clothes are like covered in it. So I've got new clothes that I don't wear to work so that they stay nice.
Yeah, all my clothes have stains on it, so. Or at least a lot of them, and unfortunately, I can't really tell the difference.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be looking like a homeless dude. But I'm really not. So I try to have at least a couple pairs of nice pants and a nice shirt that's not all stained so that if I'm going somewhere nice, I at least look presentable and not like I got fresh off the job site.
So, do you live with your grandpa?
Yeah. And my
Oh,
cousin recently moved in. Both cousins moved in, so they're helping out. So rent just went cheaper.
oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
And my girlfriend lives with me. So we're all pitching in. So it's really not that bad living here.
Yeah, but how big is the place?
It's 4 bedroom, 2 bath.
Oh, okay. Wait, and there were two of you living there for a while?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, 3. Me, Cat, and my grandpa.
Oh,
And
so
then
Cat
before
lived there
that,
too.
it was me, Cat, Grandpa, and Grandma.
How long ago was that? And what happened?
Oh, my grandma passed away last year.
I'm sorry.
It's all
Not
right.
from everything that happened, I hope.
Oh, she's in a better place now, no longer in pain. So I'm happy
How
about
did
that.
she. What happened, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, she suffered from COPD for years,
Okay,
so it was an ongoing thing that was inevitable.
got it.
Was tough though, real tough.
I'm sorry to hear that, but. So, any plans with your? How many tanks do you have now?
Around 15, give or take.
How big are they?
Oh, hold up. Hold the phone. Tom is telling me some serious information, and T-Bones is backing it up. Poppy seeds will give you a positive test for opium. Mythbusters put that poppy seed theory to the test. Well then, if Mythbusters myth-busted it, I'm gonna believe it.
Wait, what?
Apparently, if you eat a poppy seed muffin or something with poppy seed, it'll give you a positive opium test. Apparently, although that doesn't make no sense to me. But apparently, MythBusters put that to test.
Hmm.
But I think that makes plant because opium does come from the poppy genus of plants or poppy family of plants. I'm not sure how the plant genus family species works. Still learning about that in fish. Okay.
Mhm.
Did you know that plants have their own family, genus, species kind of thing going on?
I did know that, but I've never been. The main reason I keep aquatic plants is so that I don't have to do quite as many water changes.
Well, I'm talking about terrestrial plants too. It's all plants. It doesn't matter what plant it is. It could be the plant in your front yard.
So I knew about it, but I haven't really researched much into it.
I'm still kind of new at it, but I'm trying to find some good books to buy so I can learn more.
I would like to find some good books. Even audio books would be even better, but on like plant and aquatic plant and fish like diseases and stuff. I got the breeding books from I think it was the Axelrod or sorry, Axelrod. I think I got all 6 of those breeding books.
That's cool. Yeah, those are the Axelrod books are good. I really want to get the it's like the cichlid handbook or something. I forget what it's called, but it's like this ginormous book that's like 4 inches thick of the information and pictures of cichlid.
What is it called?
I think it's like the cichlid handbook or something. I'm not sure. But I remember seeing a book like that, and I was like, I need a book like that.
Yeah, I'm not as into cichlids.
Cichlids are what started me, man. Well, at first it was natives. I kept bluegill, right? I got a 20-gallon and I put a bluegill in there. Cute, cool. And then I realized, okay, my 20 gallon's a little too small, so I got a 55. And I put my bluegill in there. I got my pumpkin seed in there. And then I went and put a perch in there. And then the last fish was a little baby tiny smallmouth bass. And over a while, the fish started getting bigger and really aggressive. And
Wait, I had thought they have to be 12 inches in order to keep smallmouth bass.
shh, we're not talking about that, okay?
Oh,
This was before I knew anything about fish keeping. Like I barely knew. I figured out what the nitrogen cycle was, and then I figured out that fish need a bigger tank. But I wasn't on YouTube that much then, and then when I was out fishing, I was fishing with this guy, and well, I wasn't fishing with him, but you know, he was there and I was there, and we were talking. He's like, "Yeah, I got this 200-gallon tank with some little largemouth bass and some sunfish." I was like, "Oh, would you like one that I've had in my tank? They're getting a little too big. And he was like, yeah. And so, yeah, I got rid of them. And then I had two Oscars for a while. And then that didn't work out. So I got a second 55, an acrylic one. And then I had my one Oscar in one Oscar in the other. Then the acrylic one cracked. So I had to get rid of that Oscar. And then
That's a nightmare.
Yeah. It was the bottom pane, too. But it didn't leak. I just noticed that the bottom of the acrylic pane, because it was a bare bottom tank, the bottom started to spider crack at the bottom. And I was like, oh, hell no. No, no, no. I ain't going to have that leak all over the floor. So I instantly got rid of the fish and I drained the tank, threw away the tank. And then I had my one Oscar for almost a year. And he got huge.
Oh.
I love it.
Yes, GRB, I know. That's why I said I'm not really into cichlids. There are like 2 or 3 cichlids that I like, but I don't like the aggression, nor do I want to have to do so many water changes, because I know that one way to reduce aggression is to have a lot of fish or heavily stocked tank.
Yeah. I'm kind of figuring out that the South Americans and the Central Americans really need to just be kept alone or in a pair. And I really need to get some of my fish in the 55 either moved out or figure out something, get more tank.
Yeah,
because the Central American cichlids are just so aggressive and they want so much territorial space.
Central or South?
Central Americans. And I do have South American cichlids. I've noticed they're less aggressive, but the Central Americans, they're mean little suckers.
Oh.
I'm figuring out that I gotta move fish soon because they're really starting to beat up on each other. I haven't really seen my Salvinis much because they're hiding behind the rockwork, but making sure they're getting food. No one's got like fungus on the fins or missing scales. So just a few nipped fins and a lot of chasing. So I really kind of want to get fish separated so they can all chill out and be happy and do what they want to do, not worry about what the other fish do.
Yeah. See, yeah, I just don't have the space.
Yeah. But the beautiful thing about cichlids is there is almost any size cichlid for any tank. I mean, there's tiny cichlids like the multifasciatus and the epistogrammas, checkerboard cichlids. A lot of they're really small. And there's a lot of them kind of stay medium size around that like 4 to 5 inch mark, which I think is a lot more reasonable.
Yeah.
Most fish.
Yeah. I wanna get some Epistos. Night T-bone or by T-bones.
Hey, T-bone.
Enjoy dinner. Where's my other one?
And like the angelfish, those are a cool cichlid. They're different because not a lot of people think that they're a cichlid, but
What, angels?
yeah. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew they were.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think they're a cool cichlid. I only have one angel right now.
Aren't discus also technically cichlids too?
Discus are a cichlid.
Although a lot of people don't consider them cichlids.
Well, yeah, because they don't look like your typical long-bodied, large-mouth cichlid. They kind of have that more disc, flat shape, smaller mouth.
Yeah.
So it's not the typical cichlid you would see.
I'm debating whether I want to put one of my brine shrimp hatcheries, or if I can put both of them on here, on my rack, instead of on the wall.
Yeah, I would have put them on the rack. You can hang them on the side or something.
Well,
With the
so
PVC?
I've got the two PVC pipes,
Yeah.
and I just hang this brine shrimp hatcheries on that.
Yeah.
And so I want to put them on the rack instead. Preferably. But I just need my dad to help me do it. Hey, can you tell, are they all the same angels? Are they all the same, or are there two different types in here?
Of angel?
Yeah. Can you tell?
There's multiple species of wild angels.
No, in my tank.
Oh. Pull it up on the big screen.
Sorry.
And then I want to see some good B-roll shots so that I can see them clear.
Wouldn't this be A-roll shots, not B-roll?
I don't know. Just get in there with the camera. They look like Philippine blues to me.
Are they all Philippine blues?
Well, do they all have 2 stripes? Or do some of them have 3?
Some of them don't look like they have stripes at all.
Well,
Like the one in front doesn't look like it has one at all, and then one of the other ones, like the one right there, looks like it has 2. That
then
one
they're
looks like it has 2. That one doesn't look like it has any.
so they're probably just not colored up yet.
Okay.
So they're most likely all Philippine blues.
Okay. I think I got 6 of them, and they were supposed to give me 12. I don't know if I ended up getting 12.
12 is a lot.
Well, yeah, but they were small, and I was gonna grow them up and then wait for them to pair off and then sell the rest
Yeah.
once I got a pair.
You should be able to get a pair out of 6. I think it's like a 95% chance.
Yeah, but I was supposed to get. I'm just saying they had a special, and I was supposed to get 12. I think.
So did you pay for 12? And they only sent 6?
No, I only paid for 6.
Oh.
But they had a special where it was buy one get one free.
Oh.
I got them from, I want to say, Angel Mania.
Yeah, I don't know. I will only order fish from Dan's or Aquatic Arts if I can't get it from a wet spot.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, shipping's really expensive, though.
Yeah, but you gotta think. Dan's shipping, in my opinion, is the best shipping I've ever seen.
I've never gotten anything from Dan, which I wish I had. I did.
Watch his video on how he ships fish.
Yeah.
And then watch other people's videos on how they ship fish.
Yep.
His is the best way. The way he takes the fish out, keeps them in the water, completely changes out the water before he ships them, so they're in perfectly clean water. Individually bags each fish. carefully.
How is he able to individually bag each fish? And because shipping must be enormous then. Or does he not put too much water in the bags?
They're the bags that are not large if they're small fish. I will say the bags didn't have a lot of water, but he shipped overnight, so they weren't
Exactly.
in the bottle for very long. So you pay for what you get. It's good quality stuff from Dan's. And
Okay.
he quarantines everything. He treats everything like it's his own fish.
Yeah. I had some difficulties with Bob in the live stream, so I haven't really gone into Dan's streams much because I just get so frustrated with
Yeah,
it.
I'm not gonna get into all that, but the website, definitely check out his website. I mean, he's got some pretty decent prices on some fish. A lot of them are expensive, but they're that for a reason. It's all either shipping because everything's going up nowadays because of shipping
Oh,
and cargo
yeah.
space.
I'm planning on shipping some fish to Posiwi. I just need to get a few more bags.
Yeah,
Fish bags.
you can get bags on Amazon. Just get polyurethane fish bags.
Yeah, I wanted to find the 4 mil ones, but I can't find them. So I might just get 2 mil and double bag. Double
Yeah,
or triple bag.
double bag every fish, triple the cichlids and the catfish. But if you want to go insane, triple bag everything and then quadruple the cichlids and catfish.
Or just why can't I just quadruple everything?
Well, I guess you could. But
What?
I guess you could, but I mean, if you're only sending guppies, they don't have large
No,
spines.
I'm sending corridors or plecos.
If you're sending plecos, I would definitely quadruple, triple.
I'm sending some. I need to send a pleco to her. It's small, which is good, and then I want to send her a Honduran red point
Yeah,
because I can't. It's gonna get too big for my tank.
no, it's not. They get like 5 inches.
It's in a 10-gallon tank.
Oh yeah, it's too big for a 10-gallon tank. Like you can keep him in a 55. Although he's gonna beat the shit out of your angels.
And he's gonna eat all my plants.
Mm, he didn't eat my plants.
Really?
But I had him with Java ferns and Anubias and big leafed plants that my cichlids won't touch. And what's that other one? Jungle Val. That's a tough one. My Severum tries to go at it. He's having a hard time, but he's still small.
Huh.
I imagine when he gets bigger, he's gonna tear all those plants up.
Yeah, see, again, I don't like plants like Ryan does or Bentley, but I keep them because I want to keep I want to keep I want to keep the water quality clean or the water clean, and I want to do a few less water changes.
Yeah. Well,
But I also don't overstock.
yeah, that's the trick. Is you got to stock right. Plant heavy in the beginning, deep substrate.
So I
You
have
should have.
I have deep substrate. All of my tanks are pretty deep substrate. I have like 1 or 2 pounds of um, substrate per gallon.
Yeah, I usually go double or triple the pound per gallon.
Yep.
Get a nice 2 to 3, sometimes 4-inch layer. Although my cichlid tank,
Yeah.
I will say, has a 1-inch layer of sand because they dig a lot, and I don't really want to have 10-inch piles of sand on one
Yeah.
side. So I have 1-inch sand, and I'll have like a couple inches, maybe at most 4 inches pile that I can flatten down very easy. But my cichlid tank also doesn't have any live plants, so guess what I do?
What?
I just let algae go nuts.
Oh.
Only scrape the front glass. That's it.
Yeah.
I just let all the hair algae, it's all going nuts. Crazy. Sucking up those nutrients. I'll put plants in there, floating plants like water lettuce and Lodia and hornwort. It'll last a little bit, but it eventually gets eaten up.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing too bad with that. I've harvested a valve plant from my patio tank. It was 7 foot long. LOL. Wow.
Yeah, I've had jungle valve that was 9 feet long in my 55.
Really?
Yeah, it was tall.
How does it? And you're 55?
Yeah, that's 4 feet. It
I've got
wrapped the top.
I've got a 55, but I don't. The angels are in the 55, but I don't let it get that long.
Oh, I just let it go, man. I'm that guy that just lets it go, and then after a while, I hack it all down. Unless it's my CO2 tank, then I stay on top of that. I trim it religiously, at least once a week.
Okay.
When I do this. And once you get in the CO2, it's all hands on deck. You're making sure this plant isn't shading the other plant so that it doesn't kill it. And
Yeah. See, I'm too cheap to do CO2, and I'm too scared. That's
I
part of
thought
it.
about that too, but then have you seen the Neo from Aqua Rio? The
No.
Neo CO2 system? It's like a single bottle that has a cap, an airline or CO2 line, and a diffuser. That's it.
Wait.
And all
So
you
is it active CO2 or is it passive?
it's active. It's 24/7. It doesn't shut off at all. But it's like a certain amount of warm water that's like
Yeah, but so it's
maybe-
like a DIY CO2.
yeah, it's a DIY CO2, but they measure out everything for you. So there's literally no way you can mess it up.
Yeah, if I were to do it, I would want to make sure that I do it correctly.
Yeah. So all the
A
like
good
yeast,
one.
the sugar and yeast type of CO2 mixture.
Yeah.
So it's all measured out in these individual packets, and you just mix that with a certain amount of hot water, and that you put the thing on, you let it pressurize, and there you go. You got CO2 for about a week or two, maybe a month on the little tanks.
So I've thought, okay, so I have a question. Have you seen Corey's video on ocean aquariums?
Ocean aquarium.
Which
Tank?
I find it funny that it's called ocean aquarium because they only have fresh water.
I don't know. Was that like a fish store tour or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched them all. I can't really pinpoint what store is what, but hey, I can tell he toured my MFS, the wet spot.
So, well, I'm hoping I want to get a gimbal too. I really want to get a gimbal.
Oh, Kevin, when you come here, we're going to the wet spot on Saturday. If you're here on Saturday.
Are you driving or who is Tyler going?
No, I mean we can just take the freaking bus, man. It's not that far.
Okay, cool.
We got the Max that will drop us off 2 blocks away.
I'm leaving on Friday, and I'm coming home on Monday,
Okay.
I think. But yeah, I'm gonna be there for like Saturday. I think. Let me look at the calendar. But yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming in, and I'll be there for like 3 days. Let's see what day.
Well, we can try to make it happen. You got to meet Ruby. She's a store mascot. She's a Oaxaca pupper.
What day is it on again?
October 10th.
The 10th. Yeah, so I'm leaving. Oh, I'm getting in on Saturday night, and then I'm gonna be there all of Sunday, and I'm coming back Monday morning.
Cool.
So I hope I can get it in. But yeah, I'll be there all. I'll definitely be there all day. Sunday. So I'm hoping we can get it in sometime.
Yeah, I don't know what Tyler's got planned for you. He might already have that planned, taking you to the wet spot.
He probably does. I'm excited. I am so excited.
I mean, if you've never been to Portland to the wet spot, you gotta go at least once.
I've been to Portland. I've never been to the wet spot.
And there's a killer burger place called Hit the Spot right next door,
Oh,
across the street.
ooh.
Yeah, it's killer. They're smash burgers. They're delicious, made on site.
Yeah, I think I forget who it was. Shanna or Tyler said that they were gonna take me there. Or actually, I think it was you that said that.
So that was a pizza place I was thinking of, but if
Was
there's so many good food places here in town, it's really hard to just pick one.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck is up with Palo Alto. So it's a college town, but there are no cheap eats. It's so goddamn expensive.
Yeah.
Everything. It's like it's a college town, so you'd think it would be. I mean, I know it's Stanford and Palo Alto, but still, like there are no good cheap eats around here. We have to go to like Mountain View or San Mateo or San Carlos. Like there's no good places around here. Like
Yeah,
a meal. How much is a meal for you usually?
them burgers at Hit the Spot are like $4, $5.
Okay, no, but I mean like going and sit or
Oh, going and sitting, it's usually like 30, $40 per person. Yeah, if you're sitting down somewhere.
yeah, usually it's like $10 a person. When we
No,
go,
it's expensive.
not well, it depends
Everything.
what you get. Haha,
I mean, you can go to McDonald's and you can
to
get
the wet
a
spot. Ha ha ha.
you
Oh,
can go to McDonald's and get an $8 meal, maybe a $6 meal.
yeah. So I like getting. I don't know if you've ever had Hawaiian barbecue, but I like going to L&L.
Mm.
But it's like it's oh geez, it's like $10-12 for per meal. It's
But that's like a whole plate with the meat, the rice, the veggies. That's acceptable. That's
yeah,
average for here too. For a plate with everything,
yeah.
it's like 12 to $15. Some places are more expensive. But Portland's definitely not cheap.
I'm excited to come though. I can't believe it's only 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
So this weekend I'm going to Sacramento, so I'm out of the house and I'm going and doing things with a friend, my dad's best friend's son. And then I'm gonna be going to what is it? Portland. So that should be fun. And then I'm going to Dallas a little after that. So I'm excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. And you are going to Dallas? Like you're for sure going?
Yeah,
That's cool.
I just need to. I'd like to have somebody actually stay with me in the room. Uh, just because then I can, and preferably actually have somebody drive. But we'll see.
You could probably find someone in the Fish fam that you can split a room with.
Well, I don't even need to split a room. We've already got the room reserved. I just need them to pay for the room. Like we'll reimburse them for the whole thing. The room.
Well, that's what
I
I'm
just
saying. You guys, if you, I mean, the easiest way I think is if you can approach them with you'll split the bill up front.
well,
That would be the easiest way to find someone to.
but what I'm saying is I wouldn't be splitting because we would be paying for the room.
Hmm, yeah. Um, just ask somebody. Hopefully you can find someone. I'm not going to anything out of state for a while. I don't have a car or anything.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And it's not within the budget to be traveling out of state like that. But this local event is really good for me because I can legitimately just hop on a bus and get there. One bus, that's all it takes for me. And I'll be
That's
there
awesome.
in 30 minutes.
Takes 30 minutes.
Yeah, because it's just down 82nd.
How much would
And
it take? How long would it take to drive?
to drive, probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Depending if there's traffic, it's it could take
Why
40.
is it that? Why is it that? Well, okay, never mind. It always kills me how much longer it takes to take a bus than it is to drive.
Well, it's because they got to stop at every other block because, you know, there's a person that needs to get off or there's a person that needs to get on.
Yeah, I get that.
Plus, they have the set schedule that they have to stick with. Because I ride the bus a lot. And there'll be times when I'm like heading home or I'm on my way to work and it's nice, clear traffic. And the bus driver's just sitting there. And he's like, yeah, we're a little bit ahead of schedule. So we're going to be sitting here for about 10 minutes. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get to work or school or whatever.
Yep. don't know. I took the bus today. Back from school, but I don't know. The schedules just are weird. It's really hard to figure out what the heck the bus schedules are.
Yeah. Does your TriMet system or transit system have a app or a thing that you can text or call
Nope.
and they tell you when the next bus is arriving at that stop?
I think calling, but
Like there should, like if you go to the bus stop and you're waiting for the bus, there should be a number on that bus stop. And if you
really?
call the phone number, and there should be like a bus stop number 62 or something like that, and call that, say you're at that stop, it should tell you within the next bus. At least that's how ours work. We have an app and a texting service. But we have a fairly good transit system.
Nope.
You pretty much go anywhere in Portland on a bus or the Max. No, a lot of them are still gas, but they're coming out with new hybrid ones, and they're starting to roll those out. And they're pretty nice buses. Clean. The old buses are all dirty. Oh, smell. These new ones are like, oh man, it doesn't smell like urine. Death. But I also haven't ridden the bus that much since COVID, so I don't know if they're like doing better at keeping them clean and sanitized. Back then, before all this, I mean, they really didn't care what was on them buses, man, or what was on them seats.
Yep.
They really didn't.
I feel like they still don't somewhat.
I mean, I haven't been on the buses that much, but every time I've been on the buses since COVID, they've been smelling like they've been sanitized, and there's normally not a lot of people, and there's spacious seating they have blocked off. So I don't know. I think it's a little bit better than it used to be. You know, you don't have people just coming up sitting right next to you anymore that smell like complete trash or just coughing their head off.
Yeah.
That was a big problem when I was on the bus back then. I had this one guy come on the bus. I was heading on my way to school. I was a freshman. And
In
this
high
guy,
school?
yeah. And this guy, he pulled his phone out and started typing. And then he goes and shows it to me. And you know what it said?
What?
It said, I think you're cute. So I looked him dead in the eye and I said, what the fuck? So I fucking pushed him out of my seat and I said, you better get the fuck out of here, boy. And everyone was looking at him like, what the fuck?
Looking at him or looking at you?
They were looking at him.
Why were they looking at him? They didn't know what he said.
Because he's all fucked up. He looked fucked up. He's just this fucked up, weird looking guy.
Oh. Okay, well,
I'm
you never
just a freshman in high school. That's just minding my own business. I mean, and I have a baby face. When I was a freshman in high school, I really looked like a kid in middle school.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone thought I was like 12 or some shit. People still think I'm like 12.
No.
Yeah,
You do not look. No offense, but you don't look that young.
that's what I'm saying.
No offense. I'm not trying to be mean, but you don't look quite that young.
I don't want to look that young. I'm 22.
Wait, you're 22?
Yeah.
Oh. For some reason I thought you were older than that.
No, I'm a youngin'.
Maybe just because you act older than you are.
A lot of people say that. I don't think so. I think I'm a normal 22-year-old that just has a bunch of fish tanks sitting in his room, but, maybe that's not normal.
What are you doing? Fender, what are you doing? No, Fender. You naughty boy. No.
Man, it's 2 a.m. I
I'm
should
right here.
get to bed.
I'm right here. No. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, no problem, Kevin. Always fun chatting with you and chatting with the chat. Love you guys. Take it easy and peace out. I'm out.
Night, everyone. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Actually, no, I won't. I'll see you guys maybe Friday. Hope I'll do a stream Friday. I might do a fish room tour on Friday. But I will see you guys later. Have a great night. Bye, all.